morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming worldwide on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from Demery Stadium as the Region Sports Network presents live coverage of Week 4 of Indiana High School football as the Portage Indians take on the number 3 Merrillville Pirates. I'm Cal Miller. I'll the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. We are all but set to go here. Portage won the toss, deferred their option to the second half, which means it's time for the Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country since 1994. Portage moves from left to right in their white jerseys with white helmets, red pants. Merrillville from right to left to receive, purple lids, purple jerseys, purple pants. Walker and Jordan deep to receive, and we're underway as toe meets leather. It'll be Curtis Walker angling right. He loses the football, gets across the 20, blockers out in front, 25. Stunner steps right side, numbers of the 40, 45, 58. On that far sideline, he's finally shoved out of bounds by Portage's Gene Thomas, the junior defensive lineman out there on the hands team. Big time run back, took off 11 seconds on the game clock. And the Pirates begin their first offensive possession in plus territory. Merrillville coming in 1-2 overall, 0-1 in Duneland competition. However, they really challenged themselves in the non-conference, facing Andrean in the season opener, followed by Loyola Academy, a really good program in suburban Chicago. Could be a team that could win the Illinois state title come Thanksgiving in the state to the west. Michael Hill leads the offense out on the field, ball on the right hash. It's 1st and 10 for Merrillville on the Portage 45. Hill in the gun, the junior quarterback, with J.Q. Johnson, his star running back, off his left hip. Two receivers split out wide to the wide side. Play action here. Hill looks deep down the seam, wide open man, and he overthrows him. He had Rayshawn Shelley, the junior wide receiver, streaking inside the Portage 15-yard line on that right hash. Hill overthrows his intended target of Shelley. It lands inside the 5, so it'll be incomplete pass on the first play from scrimmage. 11:28 to go and counting. And now they have to stop the clock. And I think they'll have to put some time back on. The clock was running on the play. Merrillville, an offense averaging 25.3 points a game. Really good passing offense. Averaging just under 300 yards a game. That's been the work of Michael Hill. 61 of 96 throwing the football for 894 yards. He's thrown 9 touchdown passes to 5 interceptions. He enters the night as the Duneland Conference's leader in passing yards. 2nd down and 10 from the Portage 45, right hash again. Hill in the gun, sidecar left is J.Q. Johnson, his starting running back. Receiver moves in motion. Hill fakes the inside handoff, will take it himself outside the right side, numbers 40. Cuts it back inside at the 30, and he's dragged down at the 27.5-yard line. It's a 1st down for Merrillville. And that is a Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville 1st down, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. All the way down to the 28-yard line. A good game there of 17. Hill again in the gun. 5 wide, takes a shotgun snap, looking far sideline. It's caught on the boundary. Stepping inside was Cameron Jordan. He's one of the leading receivers. He's just outside the 25 where he steps out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and long. That Hill run was for 17 yards. Now a 3-yard completion there to Jordan. Sets up 2nd down and 7 from the 26-yard line of Portage. Merrillville, first offensive possession, moving right to left. Hill again fakes the handoff to J.Q. Johnson. Sitting behind the 35-yard line, stutters and nearly falls down. He gets rid of the football and angling left and making a nice diving catch is Darnell Bowles. He somehow makes it a positive gain. He's inside the 25-yard line. Michael Hill was spinning and falling away on the Portage 35, 36-yard line. Somehow turns into a 2-yard pickup. So Bulls. It's third down now in Medium Hill. Hill rolls out to his right, throws on the slant. It's complete. Angling left inside the 5, stumbling his way to the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Merrillville. Mikkel Smoot has his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. And 90 seconds into this game, Merrillville strikes first. It's 6-0 Pirates. A 24-yard strike from Michael Hill to the team's leading receiver, Mikkel Smoot. And after that incompletion, 4 straight positive plays for the Pirates. It's the 10th touchdown pass of the season for Michael Hill as well. Snap and spot both down. The right-footed kick clears the line from Benito Gonzalez, and it is through. He remains perfect on point after tries this season. And with 10:30 to play here in the first quarter, it's Merrillville 7, Portage 0. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, my name is Mark Macknick. I'm the owner of Mark Macknick CPA firm in Highland, Indiana on Kennedy Avenue. I've been working with Region Sports for years now. Started working with Chris years ago, just on some special projects, advertising here and there. After a while, kind of increased the advertising. Mainly was doing it for the community involvement. It's such a great network and program they do with the high school sports. But as time went by, I started getting on there more frequently. And then the phone starts ringing. And I was getting calls all the time from people. Hey, I saw your ad on so-and-so football game. I saw your ad on a basketball game. And it's really helped my business. It's increased the volume. We're a tight community in Northwest Indiana, sports-wise, and just a lot of community involvement. So that's mainly why I got into it. I remember watching one game. It was a basketball game, and I think there was a little bit of an altercation. And as the altercation was happening, my ad was right on the bottom, and someone typed in, "I wonder what Mark Macknick's thinking right now." And I was thinking, wow, this is awesome.
Welcome back. Merrillville kicking off. This is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated handling jobs on all sides throughout the country since 1994. Going from right to left, Gonzalez boots it over the head of Ogbonna Williamson in the end zone. It'll fall on the E in the purple turf for a touchback. So it'll be first down and 10 for Portage, starting on their own 20-yard line. This offense has been stagnant this season, averaging just 9.3 points a game. They move from left to right here in this opening quarter under a cotton candy blue sky. And this is time for the Friday night forecast, and it's brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, a beautiful 74 degrees, clear blue skies, feels like 72, 5-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the southeast. Cody Young leads the Indians offense out on the field. Split back look, he's in the gun, takes the snap, gives it off to Ogbonna Williamson, running right up the middle inside the 25, across to the 26.5-yard line. It's a plus pickup there on first down and 10. Williamson, a senior, averaging 6.5 yards a tote this season. That one was good for 6 on first and 10. He did not play last week in the 26-0 loss on the road at Lake Central. And they were missing his ability to run the football. This is probably the bright spot of an offense that has struggled, the run game. Williamson and Gibbs, both two really good running backs. Cody Young in the gun. And the play clock winding down. And it will be our first penalty of the night. It will be a delay of game infraction. So after the 6-yard pickup, the penalty will force him back to the 21-yard line. So it'll now be second down and 9. Going back to that point, though, on how good Portage's run game has been. 123 yards a game on the ground. It's their lone bright spot when they haven't had a 100-yard passing game yet this season from either of their quarterbacks, in Cody Young or Jamari Duff. Young in the gun. One receiver split out wide to the left side. It's Jordan McClatchy. Young will take it himself. Will pitch down the option. Look outside the hash mark. So Williamson down that left sideline across the 30, across the 35, and he finally steps out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Portage. And it's another Four Seasons Mechanical first down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. There's Williamson yet again getting involved in the action. That time that carry was good for 16 yards, moving the chains, keeping the drive alive for the Pirates. It'll be first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Once again, McClatchy, the receiver, split out wide to the strong side. They move the tight end. Hunter Cole in motion to the right. It's an inside give there. It's Williamson, cuts it back up left, and he's sprawled out across the 45-yard line between the seams. Another good run there, 9 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 1.
Another Portage Indian first down.
Is it a first down? Let's see. Let's see where the spot is. They actually are going to give him first down yardage. They're going to say he got to the 47-yard line, which means another Four Seasons Mechanical first down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. Split between the seams from the 47-yard line. Here's first and 10. It's a wild snap. It goes over the head of Cody Young. Williamson races back behind the 30-yard line to get it. He'll be tripped up and taken down on the left side. Numbers at the Portage 25. That was disastrous. Taking advantage of the miscommunication was Keith Edwards. He's the star nickelback. And it is a big-time loss. That's a loss of 21 on the play on a wild snap. And Williamson tried to make something out of nothing. Obviously, more importantly, keeps the football in Portage's possession, but that's the type of struggles we've been talking about. It's always 2 steps forward, 5 back, so it seems for Portage this season. And 2 seconds and counting on the play clock, the whistle's blown, and a flag has been thrown by our referee. So this will drive them back even more. The legal substitution on Portage. It'll be Ryan McClelland, who got signaled. He was the one trying to come on the field late. So now from their own 21-yard line, just a yard in front of where this drive started, here comes second down and 36. McClatchy in motion from right to left. Empty formation as Young takes a shotgun snap. Numbers high. Pressure comes. Lofts it over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted. Having to play defense was the tight end, Hunter Cole. Swats it out of the hands of Jordan Bills, the strong safety.
Almost intercepted by number 19, Jordan Bills.
And so now here comes third down and 36. Young just floated that football up. He had 2 defenders right in his face, and Karan Moore and Damian Jones, the 2 defensive tackles on this front 4 for Merrillville. And coaches will always tell you just to throw that ball away rather than throwing it into danger. He did throw it in danger, and he's looking to begin the football back. 5 wide here on third down and 36. Young takes a numbers high shotgun snap, goes far silent. It's complete. Being pushed out of bounds was Amonte Quarles. He's at the 28.5-yard line, but it's not enough for a first down. So here comes the Portage punt unit for the first time in this game. A reception that was good for 6 yards, but the drive stalls out after getting all the way up to the 47-yard line, nearing midfield. A wild snap. Brought them back inside their own territory. Cody Young, the quarterback, will pooch kick this angling right. It bounces inside the 35. Going to collect it, Curtis Walker on those left side numbers. Spins out of a tackle across midfield, and he's finally sprawled out of bounds by Obama Williamson at midfield. And so once again, special teams making special plays here in the return game for Merrillville. After that really good kickoff return to start the game, which set him up at the 45-yard line of Portage, they now start from midfield. First drive for Merrillville was 5 plays, 45 yards, only took up 1:30 on the clock. 7:18 to play here in the first quarter. It's Merrillville 7, Portage nothing. Each side looking for their first win in Duneland Conference play here in 2025. Portage also is looking for their first win of the season as well. Michael Hill, who just threw his 10th touchdown pass of the season to end that last drive. Shotgun here, triangle out to the wide side of receivers. It's a 4-receiver set. Johnson, the tailback, off to his right hip. Waist high snap, inside give to J.Q. Johnson, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Joe Raines, the defensive end. He's a senior. Had a career best game a week ago on the road at Lake Central. And Johnson is taken down to the first negative play of the ball game for the Merrillville Pirates offense. Quick snap here. They go hurry up here. Hill looks over the middle. That ball's deflected, and it's nearly incomplete. Swatting it away was DiCaprio Miles. He's the cornerback. Good tight coverage on Mikkel Smoot, who had the touchdown reception.
Number 15, Grace Johnson. Brings up third down for the Pirates.
And now here comes third down and 11 from their own 49-yard line. Inside 7 minutes left here, first quarter. Ball near that left hash mark. 3 receivers out wide. Hill takes a shotgun snap, floats it down the left sideline. It's complete. Out of the backfield, Cameron Jordan inside the 40, 35, down the near sideline. He's shoved out of bounds at the Portage 29-yard line. He'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. And our producer pregame said there's going to be one big play out of the backfield with a running back, and it's Cameron Jordan who makes it on a little swing pass as well. Shotgun snap, Hill running out of time, throws it over the middle, it's incomplete. It didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, however, Mikkel Smoot was in the area. Officials may come together to determine whether there was intentional grounding or not. By my count, I don't believe there was. And after a gain of 22 yards, the incompletion there after a all-out blitz. 3 officials coming together on that left hash mark on the 35-yard line to determine whether it was intentional grounding or not. As it stands, it'll just be second down and 10 from the Merrillville 29. 3 officials right now. Merrillville starts to back up just to be safe. And they are going to call it intentional grounding. The flag has been brought out. It's dropped by the crowd at Demery Stadium in a moment.
On the offense, intentional grounding, not just the line of scrimmage, 5 yards, lost it down.
So it'll bring him back now. To the 44-yard line of Portage after the penalty. Hill in the gun. Linebacker off to his right hip. Receiver goes in motion. Trips off to the right here. Takes a shotgun snap. All out blitz here. Hill will check it down. It's caught angling left as the receiver, Riley Lewis. He's inside the 30. Down the left sideline. Throws a stiff arm. He's wrangled inside the 5. There is a flag down at the 10-yard line at the time that Lewis threw that stiff arm. The tight end on the simple check down underneath. As it stands, it moves the sticks. It could be a face mask penalty on Portage. No signal yet. Merrillville sideline awfully frustrated. And we will wait to see. Ball placed right now at the 2-yard line. So it would be a 42-yard gain if it stands. It is a face mask on the defense.
During the run, on the defense, personal foul. Face mask, have to get to the goal.
So they'll move him up to the 1-yard line. Right now, Lewis, the senior, that's his 13th reception of the season. So following the penalty, they get up to the 1-yard line. And it's another Four Seasons Mechanical Merrillville first down from the 1-yard line. Hill goes under center. Hands it off. It's Jordan running left side off the tackle. Throws a stiff arm, and he's taken down. Squaring him up at the 1 yard line. A great tackle there. Sam Posovic, the strong safety, takes him down for no gain. So now the ball will move to the right hash. 5:57 to go and counting here in this first quarter. Merrillville trying to build on a 7-0 lead. They score on their opening drive. They're looking to make it 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Michael Hill in the gun. J.Q. Johnson off to his right hip. Gunn takes a face mask, high snap, throws over the middle. It's swatted down by Posovic. He was looking for Lewis, the tight end who had that 42-yard reception on the inside slant route. It's batted down, and now here comes 3rd and goal from the 1. Very interesting to see if Portage, the goal here, get a stop, but try to force a loss here, and you're going to likely send Merrillville to just settle for 3 here. They have yet to attempt a field goal this season, the Pirates have. Benito Gonzalez is their place kicker. 8 for 8 on PATs, following the extra point earlier. From the 1, it's 3rd down and goal. Swing pass out to the left. J.Q. Johnson stumbled and is going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. All the way back down. He was taken down at the 6-yard line. Forward progress sees him stop at the 3. And now decision time here for the Merrillville coaching staff. And they are going to send Benito Gonzalez out there for the field goal attempt. So it's a pass for a loss of 2 on the play. And now here comes a chip shot field goal from that left hash. This will be a 20-yard try, left hash, Benito Gonzalez. Right-footed kicker drilled that extra point to capitalize the touchdown drive. First field goal attempt of the season for Merrillville. Snap and spot both down. Right-footed kick clears the line, and it is through.
And the field goal is good.
10-0 Merrillville on the 20-yard field goal try from Benito Gonzalez. 4:41 to play here in this first quarter. The Pirates have points on each of their first 2 possessions in this football game.
Merrillville Pirates 10, the Portage Indians 0.
And while we get ready for the kickoff, be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. That's what you'll take if you're Merrillville. You'll take points on each of your first 2 offensive possessions. A much more methodical drive than the first. The first drive, 5 plays, 45 yards. That was 9 plays, 50 yards, all things said and done. That was after also their opening drive only took up 90 seconds as well. Merrillville moving right to left will kick it off. Ball placed on the 40-yard line by Benito Gonzalez. It is Williamson and McClatchy deep to receive for the Portage Indians, who are behind 10-0, still in search of their first win against number 3 Merrillville on this beautiful mid-September Friday night. Benito's approaches. Right-footed kick is a low squib kick. It hangs up and drops inside the 30, and just having a fall on it there is Daniel Stortz, a defensive back and member of the hands team. Or, beg your pardon, I should say that's actually Amonte Quarles, the wide receiver. So, solid field position here from a comparative standpoint. Line of scrimmage will be the Portage 29-yard line. So after a long first drive that was highlighted by the wild snap that was reminiscent of the Broncos and Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl, where they lost 21 yards on the bad snap. Ogbonna Williamson Jr. saved them with that fumble recovery. They now look to reset and get some points here on what feels like a must-score drive, given how easy the Merrillville offense have moved against their defense. Cody Young in the gun. Two receiver look. Williamson goes in motion on the jet sweep, angling from left to right, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Couple of Pirates involved in the tackle. And he loses a yard on the play. So not what you want there after talking about what feels like a must-score drive here for an offense that's averaged just 9 points a game this season. And now behind the sticks here, ball in the right hash, second down and 11, 4 minutes running clock here in this first quarter. Split back look as Cody Young takes a shotgun snap, hands it off. It's the tight end, Hunter Cole, who lowers his shoulder on that right hash mark and is dropped down at the 31-yard line of Portage. So it'll be third and still long, but much more manageable here for an offense that does have a couple of weapons on the perimeter. That was a 3-yard pickup there for the tight end, who can be a factor in the run game. That's now his third carry of the season. He had 2 carries for 15 yards and a rushing touchdown entering the night. Split back look again for Cody Young. Right hash on third down and 8. Low snap, Young takes it, fires it on a 50-50 ball in that left sideline, and he overshoots his intended target of Jordan McClatchy at midfield. It lands in the Portage sideline. It'll be a 3-and-out for the Indians offense. And the second time today, we'll see the Portage punt unit. They've become true special team specialists here. They've been very active here early. Walker again, back deep. Cody Young set to boot it away for Portage. And they didn't have enough guys on the field. Williamson has to check in. They only had 10 players on the field. Curtis Walker stands on the Merrillville 35. The swing of the right foot from Young. Coming up to catch it and losing the football inside the 35-yard line was Walker. It caroms off a defender inside the 25, racing down the right side numbers, and finally being dragged down was Portage's DiCaprio Miles. There is a flag down on the play. As it stands, it'll be first down and 10 at the 22. You can't advance after a fumble in high school. And the officials come together and they do signal Portage football. So the muff punt from Curtis Walker had to come up and play it around the 36-yard line or so of Merrillville.
Portage recovers the ball on the Pirates' 22-yard line.
And now here comes first down and 10. This is the best starting field position of the game. They're on the plus 22 here. Young in the shotgun gives off inside run of Bono Williamson, angling back left along that left side hash mark as he's taken down at the 19-yard line of Merrillville. Offensive lineman and right tackle Christian Partlow slow to get up, but he's fine. He gives the thumbs up. Greg Hughes, the free safety, limits the damage to 3 yards on the play. Williamson has had his name called a lot here in this first quarter. 2:26 to go here, 10-0 Merrillville, but Portage is threatening. Second down and 7, right hash, split back look again. Young hands it off. It's Hunter Cole, the tight end. Starts left, cuts it back right, puts his foot in the ground. Ball comes out at the end of the plays. He's taken down at the 16-yard line. Referee from the near side comes in immediately saying he was down on contact before the ball came out. So now here comes a big third down. They will spot it actually at the 17-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for Portage.
A 2-yard pickup there for Cole. So here's 3rd down and 5 from the 17-yard line of Merrillville. Williamson off to the left tip of Cody Young, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage in the snap. Direct snap here to him. Young looking left side, trying to cut it back inside, and he's tripped up back behind the line of scrimmage. On the left side, numbers at the 20. Great open field tackle there by Warren Brown, the strong safety. And now here comes 4th down and long. It's a loss of 3 on the play for the quarterback. And now we'll see a field goal attempt here for Portage. Indians looking for their first points of the game inside the final minute here in the first quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock and counting. They have to get it off. High snap, spot it down. Right-footed kick clears the line, hooking towards the left upright, and he hooks it around the upright and through for a, call it 39-yard field goal. And Portage is on the board. 45 seconds left. It's 10-3. And there was a kicker they were working on at pregame where he was drilling them from 50 yards as well. So he's got a good boot there. They get into field goal range. They take advantage. And the field goal was successful. So points there after the muff punt by Curtis Walker of Merrillville. They do, offense ironically still goes 3 and out there, but they somehow get points off of it. 3 plays, and they only theoretically actually go 2 yards, all things said and done, on that drive. 45 ticks of the clock left before we have a quarter break and the teams will switch ends. Merrillville sends Curtis Walker, Cameron Jordan back deep to return. Both of them each on a hash mark on their own 6-yard line. Portage says Tyler Gianguilo on the kickoff duties. He did not attempt the field goal there. He approaches the Portage 40-yard line, raises the right hand, kicking from left to right. With the sky darkening, approaches. It's a low line drive end over end kick. It'll land inside the 25-yard line. Jordan goes to retreat it, stumbles, and he just lands on it and covers it up like a goalie in hockey would along that far sideline at the 10-yard line. Worst starting field position of the day for the Pirates of Merrillville. It's their own 10-yard line. Let's see what they did here. They started on the 45 in their opening drive, and from midfield on drive number 2, they had points on each of those first 2 drives. They lead 10-3 here with 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Merrillville third in our rankings coming into tonight. 1-2 record. Lost a tough game a week ago on the road at Crown Point by a score of 35-21. All 21 points of theirs came in the second half. 5-receiver look. Trips off to the left for Michael Hill, who's in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Pressure comes immediately from the near sideline. Rolls out to his left. Lost it over the middle. It's caught. Angling left to the 25-yard line is Darnell Bowles, and he picks up a first down. That was a great play there for Michael Hill, making something out of nothing. Daniel Warmick, the outside linebacker, running in on the corner blitz. Out to the 26-yard line, good for 16 there on the pass play. And it's a Four Seasons Mechanical first down, sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Design quarterback run, it's Michael Hill outside the numbers, and he'll scamper out of bounds at the 32-yard line of Merrillville. It'll halt the clock with 30 seconds left here. It'll be second down and short coming up for the Pirates. Hill has good legs, good speed. One of the team's leading rushers so far. Each side does have 3 timeouts left as well. Don't expect to use them here unless something dramatic happens. Motion man as Cameron Jordan takes on the jet sweep from right to left. He's across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It's a first down as he's taken down the left side numbers by Sam Posovic. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical first down. Brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. They move the chains and they keep the clock running from the 42-yard line. Here's first down. It's another fly sweep, running right side, getting around the edges. Jordan outside the 50, down the right sideline 40, 35, 30, inside the 25, splits 2 defenders at the 10, and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Merrillville. A 58-yard run from Cameron Jordan. And the Pirates capitalize and make lemonade out of freshly picked lemons. 58-yard run, and Albino Gonzalez is on for the extra point. Snap spot down, right-footed swing of the leg, and the kick is through the uprights to make it 17-3 Merrillville with 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That would certainly qualify as an electrifying play. And make sure to check out the IBEW Local 697 electrifying plays from this week's football action. Visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, or on Instagram. The electrifying plays presented by IBEW Local 697. IBEW Local 697, the electrical professionals. What a dominant drive that was from Merrillville. Explosiveness on full display. 4 plays, 90 yards, and they do it in give or take 52 seconds or so. So Gonzalez will get set to boot it away. This is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, specializing in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Gutsy response from the Pirates. Pinned back inside their 10-yard line. The big 16-yard pass play. Gonzalez sweeps the right leg, it's through. Hanging up, and is Williamson. He'll clutch it from his own 5-yard line. Blockers out in front as he angles left, across the 25, and all the way down to the 31-yard line. It's a good return there from Williamson, give or take, called 26 yards or so. And there's 0.3 of a second left here in this opening quarter, so we'll see one play here. And then the Portage offense will get a free timeout as we'll switch sides. Fun, quick first quarter here. Points galore, 20 total already. As the score is 17-3 Merrillville. Cody Young back in the shotgun. Bono Williamson Jr., the running back, off to his right hip. McClatchy goes in motion. It's a low snap, and just having a fall on it back on the 25-yard line was Cody Young, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. 17-3 Merrillville, the score. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, Instagram, and Region Sports Network's YouTube for this week's Home Improvement Top 10. Presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. Enigenberg Exteriors. You can find them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Kevin Malater with you here from Merrillville High School. Pirates on top 17-3. Fresh 12 minutes is put up on the clock following the 6-yard fumble. It's now 2nd down and 16 for Portage. They now move right to left in the all-white uniforms with red pants. McClatchy goes in motion. Defender jumps and forces the member of the offensive line to jump by Suche as the motion man McClatchy was moving behind the line of scrimmage from left to right. Portage pointing at Merrillville. Merrillville pointing at Portage. So we will see what all the commotion is about from our officiating crew's been busy. Couple of flags already for each side. And it is going to be a false start.
A false start on Portage. That's a 5-yard penalty, second down.
So the penalty now pushes them back to their own 20-yard line. It'll be second down and 21 now for the Indians. Their lone points coming off a 37-yard field goal. Cody Young, their quarterback, in the shotgun. Their backup, Jamari Duff, is a tight end, 12 personnel out there. As McClatchy goes in motion, they fake the jet sweep one when they get back to Williamson, who's cutting it left, spins off the tackle, and he gets to the 25-yard line. Solid pickup there of 5 yards for Williamson, the senior running back who's been busy in this one. However, it is going to be still third and very long. 3rd and 16. Left hash from Portage's 25-yard line. Keep in mind, the Indians did win the coin toss to further option in the second half. So we'll see if they're able to put up a sustained, methodical drive. Two receivers in the formation, both to the wide side of the field. Empty formation here for Cody Young. They now send Quarles in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Young rolling out to his right, flagged on the plays. He fires over the middle. It's intercepted. Coming back the other way is Jordan Bills. He's taken down at the Portage 42-yard line. There was a flag on the play, though, at the time of the pass. It was thrown in the backfield, so it could be offensive holding, which you would think there that Merrillville would decline it. Let's see as our officials come together to discuss the laundry. That was a great play, though. Jordan Bills, that throw was between the seams from Cody Young. He overthrew his intended target of Hunter Cole, the tight end, who was setting up shop at the 35-yard line of Portage. Bills caught it at the Portage 45 and got it back down to the 42-yard line.
On Portage, we have holding on the offense. On defense, we have a face mask. We will replay the down.
Wow, that's going to negate the interception. Offsetting penalties, a hold and a face mask if you couldn't hear our official. So it'll still be 3rd down and 16. The interception by Bills negated off the board.
He's playing the down, 3rd and 16 reported.
So once again now from their own 25-yard line, near those left hash marks, it's 3rd down and 16. Fresh life here now for Cody Young and the Portage offense. Young in the gun, Williamson off to his right hip, 2 receivers split out wide beyond the right hash marks, and this is going to come back. They snapped the ball, but all sorts of motion before the snap from the offensive line, and I believe this is going to drive Portage back another 5 yards. We'll see what our referee says.
Flag on the play. All right, for the snap. Delay of game on Portage. 5 yards.
That's going to be a delay of game, not even on a false start. You could have called false start there, too, either way. That is now the 3rd delay of game penalty already in the game on Portage. So now from their own 20, here comes 3rd down and 21. High snap. Young collects as a screen out to the far sideline. It's McClatchy has blockers out in front. Bounces off a couple of tackles before he's finally wrestled down right in front of his sideline at the 35-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but a very respectable gain of 15 yards on the play. Or 16 yards, I should say. And it will be 4th down, and they will bring out the punt unit. $16-yard pickup. Remember, last time Portage punted the ball away, we saw a fumble from Curtis Walker. He's the deep man standing inside his own 30-yard line. Cody on the quarterback boots it away with the right foot. It's a laser of a kick coming up to get it at the 35-yard line. There's Walker. Walker's out in front as he starts right, cuts it back. Another flag down the play as Young turns the corner. Walker's inside the 25. 15-10, front right pylon, walk-in touchdown. I think this will come back, though. I think there was an illegal block on Hunter Cole, who got slammed to the ground by the wedge unit of Merrillville, and this has all sorts of return team fouls here. Would have eliminated a 73-yard return from Curtis Walker. And we'll check with our referee here for the penalty.
During the red back, we have a blindside block on Merrillville. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. They will have possession ball for first down.
So a blindside block will eliminate the Walker special teams touchdown. Will be the first special teams touchdown of the season for the Merrillville Pirates. So they will start with this on their own 36-yard line. Now a first down and 10, ball on the right hash.
Starting from their own 36-yard line.
Hill in the gun. Right back off to his right hip, hands it off. J.Q. Johnson into the belly of the defense, lowers his shoulder, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's all the way out to the 49-yard line of Merrillville. It's a first down, and it's brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. Good pickup there, 13 yards. Another inside run, and that time the edge was set well there by Joe Raines as Johnson takes it to the Portage 49. There was a flag down, though, on the play. This appears to be on the defense. We'll obviously wait to see what the flag is for sure. And it will be a holding penalty.
Holding. That's on Merrillville. 10-yard penalty. First down.
This will drop them back to just 3 yards ahead of the drive started at the line of scrimmage. 17-3 the score in favor of Merrillville. 9:46 to play here in the first half. Clock runs now. 5 receivers set here. Empty formation for Michael Hill, the quarterback. Trips off to the right. Motion man Cameron Jordan. Jet sweep. Starts off right. Cuts it back between the seams. And there he goes. The burst. Inside the 45. Serpentines around defenders. Inside the 20. 15, 10, 5. And he's dragged down at around the 2-yard line of Portage. The jet sweep working to perfection from Cameron Jordan. All the way down to the 2-yard line. My, oh my, what a run that was. And they're knocking on the doorstep to add more points here. It's another first down brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Michael Hill goes under center. I formation here with J.Q. Johnson and Cameron Jordan, the featured tailbacks. It's J.Q. Johnson who gets the call running right up the gut, and he is in for a touchdown.
There's Johnson on the touchdown for the Pirates.
J.Q. Johnson records his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And with 9:11 left in the first half, it is 23-3 Merrillville. That was a great play design. They gave it off to Johnson after the under center look in the I formation. And Michael Hill, the quarterback, fakes the pitch to Cameron Jordan to throw off the right side of the edge. And now Gonzalez is on for the point after try. Spot down, right foot kick clears the line, and it splits the uprights to make it a 21-point lead. 9:11 left in the first half, 24-3 Merrillville on top. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
24-3, Merrillville out in front, 9:11 left here in our opening stanzas. As Benito Gonzalez is ready for the Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, specializing in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Merrillville moving left to right here across your radio dial, with Williamson and McClatchy, the deep men, standing on their own 5-yard line for Portage. Dominant offensive day for the Merrillville Pirates offense as they look to pull away here. Gonzalez approaches. His right boot will meet the leather, and it's a spiraling kick to McClatchy. He'll take it from his own 2-yard line, looking for blockers out in front on that left side hash marks. Gets through a couple defenders. He's across the 30, and he's finally wrangled down by 3 different Pirates at the 34.5-yard line. So a good return there of about 31, 32 yards, depending on the spot of the football, by Jordan McClatchy, a senior who isn't usually on the return team. It's usually Williamson and Daniel Stortz, who's a cornerback. They start with McClatchy today, and the dividends have paid off. It's another really good return from him. Spot is the 35-yard line, split between the seams. Cody Young, the quarterback, goes under center. I formation here. Hunter Cole, the tight end, featuring as the fullback with the tailback of Ogbonna Williamson Jr. Williamson gets the call, looking left side, and he'll be tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. First contact came in there from Karan Moore. A couple of the defenders came flying in to actually make the physical tackle. It's a 1-yard carry there for Williamson, who is the team's leader in rushing yards this season after leading the team in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns in 2024. He's been busied with work here in this opening half. Portage goes 5 wide, empty formation for Young. 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage in the gun. Trips off to the weak side as Young barks out commands the line of scrimmage. Play clock winding down, and it'll be yet another delay of game penalty for Portage. They just can't seem to get the internal clock going, and it's going to drive them back to their 31-yard line. That's been one of the big Achilles heels that Anthony Klimczak has talked about all season long. It's the penalties, the self-inflicted wounds that any moment they could have on offense, they have had a penalty. A wobbled snap, all-out blitz, 6 guys rushing as Young is behind the line of scrimmage, heaves it back across his body towards the left sideline. It falls incomplete. There's a flag down on the play. It is in the backfield. It was thrown by the umpire. And so we will see here who the infraction's on. And it's going to be holding on the offense, so that's going to just drive them back some more. They will accept the penalty, and here's the official call from our referee. So we thought. Now here it is.
During the play, we have on Portage, holding in the offense. 10 down, penalty, 2nd down.
So this will send Portage back to their own 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and a country mile. The line to gain is the Portage 45. It is 2nd down and 27, 7:54 left here in the first half. Two tight end set here. Williamson the tailback, sidecar right. Motion man is Quarles. They fake the jet sweep. Young rolls out to his right, flips it back across his body to the left sideline. It falls incomplete. There was no receiver in the area. The nearest Portage offensive player was the left tackle, Isaiah Frisbee. And Merrillville rightfully is calling for an intentional grounding foul. None given for the time being as they spot the ball at the 16-yard line now.
Oh, my friend's sitting here. She's going to give me her son's name. They have one going on. So I'll pass on that one.
No, it is the 17. They moved it back. So now here comes 3rd down and 27. You're likely just trying to set up a punt that you can pin Merrillville back. High snap, Young on the screen pass. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage by McClatchy, waiting for a block to sit out in front. There was no one there, though. As Josiah Horton, as well as Joel Salas, first two guys there, and it'll be no gain on the play. And here comes 4th down and a mile. Punt unit back out there. Curtis Walker standing on the Merrillville 44-yard line as he slightly backs up. Cody Young, the quarterback, will boot it away. 7-10 and counting here, 2nd quarter. High snap, Young angles right, punt's nearly blocked. It's a spiraling punt. Coming up across the 45 is Walker. He avoids one tackle as he gets out to midfield before he's drilled by 3 different Indians on the stop. There'll be still quality field position. It's the 2nd time today that Portage will start, or that Merrillville, beg your pardon, will start from midfield. And fans, I'd like to remind you that coming up at our halftime show, we'll have notes and nuggets of the first half. We'll also have a Strachan and Van Til scoreboard update from your hometown scoreboard. That's all coming up at the half. And we are 6 minutes and 57 seconds away from that stoppage. Each side 3 timeouts left, 24-3, Merrillville out in front. Motion man as they fake the give, looking out far sideline. Pass is caught. Mikkel Smoot outside the numbers on the right side, inside the 45. Tight ropes the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the Portage 39. It will be enough for a Four Seasons Mechanical first down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. A 11-yard pickup there for Smoot, moves the chains. He already had a touchdown in the first half as well. He goes in motion here. They fake to give to J.Q. Johnson. Johnson out there blocking for Hill, trying to find that left sideline. He around the line of scrimmage, and he gets 1 yard on the play. Very minimal gain. That was well done. The Portage left side of that box really set the edge there and forced a east-west battle rather than a north-south battle. And it actually is for no gain. They say that Hill did not stretch out the football across the line of scrimmage. It's better than a loss, obviously. Here's 2nd down 10. Left hash from the 39-yard line. Play action. Sprinting back behind midfield. Hill gets his. He throws to the jump ball. Coming back to make a catch on the right side. Hash marks is Walker. Walker's inside the 30, 25, and he's finally tripped up inside the 20-yard line of Portage. That had interception written all over it. Curtis Walker comes out of nowhere, leaps up, makes a phenomenal 50-50 ball catch, and turns upfield, and somehow turns it into a positive gain. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical first down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. That one is good for 20 yards. First down and 10 from the 19-yard line. And we have an official timeout as a member of the Portage secondary is down. It is a member of the secondary. To be more specific, that is Reggie Gray. He's a corner on his first year on the varsity team, while the training staff Checks him out. He's actually able to walk up under his own power, so we'll stay here with 6:09 left here in the second quarter. 24-3, Merrillville out in front. It'll be first down and 10 Pirates from the 19-yard line. Ball between the hashes. And they're looking for points on every offensive possession. They have come away with points of some form. A 5-play, 45-yard drive to start the game. Touchdown. 9-play, 50-yard drive, field goal. They did have a muff punt, which eliminated their third offensive drive, but their third official offensive drive, 4 plays, 90 yards, touchdown. 3 plays, 56 yards, touchdown on their last drive. Fifth drive, this will be the 4th play of the drive as well. They get a big cluster of yards in a minimal time. First down and 10, and a flag is thrown at the time of the snap. And it'll be a false start on the offense.
Prior to the snap, false start on Merrillville. 5 yards, first down.
So the Pirates will be backed up to the Portage 24, still split between the hashes. First down and 15. It's an outside run there. J.Q. Johnson spun out of a tackle, gets out of a second tackle as he now angles back left, heads up field, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 2-yard loss, but it could have been worse. First defender was there at around the Merrillville 36-yard line, so now here comes second down and long. It was good for 2 yards there. Or loss of 2, I should say. So now here comes second down and 17. Shotgun snap. Hill dancing away from a defender, rolls out to his left, flag on the play, throws on the run, coming across from right to left, and stepping out of bounds after he secures the football is Michael Smoot. He's inside the 15-yard line. There's a flag down the backfield, and this is coming back. It's another holding penalty. Larry Aaron White, the left tackle for it, even though they don't announce numbers, he was grabbing the jersey of a would-be tackler and pretty much sent him straight into the artificial surface. Here's the call.
During the play, we have holding on Merrillville, 10 yards, second down.
So, false start and a holding penalty have really deranged this drive. Still in plus territory, but now they're on their 36-yard line here. Second down and 28. Left hash here. J.Q. Johnson, the featured tailback, trips off to the right, split out wide. One-on-one, solo man, Curtis Walker, left side. Motion man is right now Lewis, the tight end. He goes to tighten up the formation on the right side. Numbers high snap. Hill drops back, checks it down underneath. That ball deflected and nearly intercepted. It falls in and out of the hands of the big man, Kyron Merritt, the freshman. And he had a career day last week at Lake Central. The freshman picked up his first career sack against the Indians in that second half. Merritt, 5'10", 240. And he nearly came away with a diving interception. Instead, it falls into the artificial surface and will be third down and 28 from the Portage 36-yard line, 4:42 and counting. Home side at Pirates still leading though 24-3. 4 receivers, twins off to each side. And as the play clock winds down inside of 5 seconds, our first timeout of the night belongs to Merrillville. So we'll take that break as well. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
3rd down and 28. Hill's going to take a shot down the left sideline. It's deflected and it's incomplete. One-on-one coverage. He was looking for Curtis Walker. And it'll be 4th down and a mile. And for the first time today, we will see the Merrillville punt unit, and it's Darian Wiggins.
Number 43, Darian Wiggins. This one for me.
He's standing on the Portage 48, standing back inside the 5 and setting up shop at his own 4-yard line. And letting that ball end over end kick and fall inside the 5-yard line was Devin Fadley, and it's down at the 1-yard line. That was really good stuff there from Wiggins, and now they will have to go the length of the football field here if they want points before the break. They do have all 3 timeouts, but it's going to be tough. An offense that has struggled to find its game, not just this week, unfortunately, but all season long. Chasing a 21-point hole here, 4:25 left in the half. It'll be on the left hash. Cody Young will be in the shotgun, as he has been all game. Will be standing in his own end zone. And Merrillville's front 7, who's been so good today, especially at sending pressure. We'll see if they send the house here with an opportunity for not only points, but to get the ball back as well. 1st down and 10. The backup quarterback, Jamari Duff, comes into the game as a tight end for the 2nd time. He's on the right side of the formation. Split backs here. And all this chaos and commotion. And they weren't aware of the play clock. And Tony Klimczak will burn his first timeout. So each side has used a timeout prior to the last couple of plays. And we will stay here with you. And I'd like to remind you to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, Instagram and Region Sports Network YouTube for this week's Home Improvement Top 10, presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. Enigenberg Exteriors, you can find them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. And also make sure to check out the IBEW Local 697 electrifying plays from this week's football action. Visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, or on Instagram. The electrifying plays presented by IBEW Local 697. IBEW Local 697, the electrical professionals. Following the first time out of the game for Portage, here comes 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. No longer in the shadows of the goal line, but standing in the end zone is Cody Young, the quarterback in the gun. Tight formation to the left side. Williamson goes out in motion to the far sideline. Young claps. It's a lofted snap. Backing up from the backside of the goal line, and it's incomplete. Looking over the middle. He had a wide open man. He overthrows the tight end Hunter Cole on a little corner route. He had Jordan McClatchy wide open the flat with no defenders in the area code. It would have been a 1st down and much more potential. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. And the snaps have also been an issue for Cody Young, where they've just kind of been lobbed up there. They haven't been firm or really straight at all, which is giving the defense more time to get in the backfield. Young also has to be careful. He nearly stepped out of the back of the end zone as well. Split backs here on 2nd and 10 from inside the 1-yard line. It's an inside give. It's Williamson shaking off tackles, and he powers his way forward to the 7-yard line. And he makes it 3rd and much more manageable. That's a grown man run right there for Obana Williamson.
Brought down by number 51, Stanley Freeman.
And they say Stanley Freeman's the one who brought him down. And it's a 7-yard pickup for Williamson. 3rd down and 3 here. How big is a 1st down here if you're Portage? 3:45 and counting here in the half. They get the ball coming out of the half as well. High snap, it's a give, running right side, bouncing off the tackle is Williamson. He's tripped up right near the line to gain. The official on the far sideline comes in, spots it a first down. To the 12-yard line, it's a 4-yard pickup there for Williamson, which means it's a first down, brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. From the 12-yard line, here's first down and 10. Split backs again with Cole and Williamson. Each to the hip. Cody on the quarterback in the gun. High snap, it's a direct give once again. It's Young. Breaking tackles Williamson across the 20s, across the 25, and gets a big push. Nearly breaks out of a third tackle, a little bit off to the races. But Josiah Horton sends him to the ground at the 32-yard line. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical first down. Brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. That run, by the way, was good for 20 by Williamson. Clock still running. They're trailing 24-3 here in the waning moments of this first half. Two tight end look here. Both of them in the backfield. Inside run, outside the right tackle, and spinning his way to the 38-yard line goes Steven Johnson, rather. 5'6", 165-pound junior getting his first touches of the day. Good for 6 yards. Second down and 4 now. Ball on the right hash from Portage's 38-yard line. Moving right to left here in the second quarter. Split back look again. One receiver out to the far sideline. Inside run there to Hunter Cole, and he's gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. And Merrillville will burn their second timeout. It's a 1-yard loss as the tight end was trying to get involved in the run game yet again. 2:16 left to play here. We'll take a break. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7.
No. They're looking for Williamson right up the gut. He'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage with 2:10 left. Another timeout called by Merrillville. That's their last timeout of the first half, but they're going to have plenty of time, though, to try to put up one more sustained drive. .210 left, 24-3, Merrillville out in front. Remember, Portage won the toss to further option in the second half, so the Indians will get the ball coming out of the locker room. Cody Young to boot it away. Curtis Walker standing inside his own 40 on that right hash mark, back pedaling now to set up shop on his own 35. And they fake the punt, and it does not work. They try to reverse from Williamson to McClatchy, and he's taken down back at the 30-yard line. The fake punt was disastrous, and all of a sudden, Merrillville's going to have great field position. They're going to spot it actually at the 28-yard line of Portage. Oh, man. It caught everyone off guard except for the crashing in member of the punt team, who ends up making the tackle for a loss. Oh my goodness. So now all of a sudden they have a chance to blow this thing open here. Already up by 21, 2:06 left. Left hash mark here for Michael Hill, who's fifth in the state of Indiana in passing yards. Four receivers set, twins to each side. Jordan, the featured tailback, off to the left hip of Michael Hill. Claps his hands, takes the numbers high snap, back pedals, he throws towards the near sideline, and it's incomplete. Looking for Cameron Jordan. And just simple miscommunication. Hale was expecting a simple wheel route there from his tailback. Jordan thought he was running a go on that far sideline. And so now here comes 2nd down and 10. Benito Gonzalez, a good leg, but they're in this area last time, the 36-yard line, and they ended up punting. They're on the 28 right now. They love for 6, though, here. Shotgun snap again. Hill looks near side, spinning and dropping the football was Cameron Jordan. Coverage came late from Sam Posovic, and now here comes 3rd down and 10. Clock not running as the ball falls incomplete. So only 1:58 left here in the first half. Merrillville does not have any timeouts. Portage has 2 left. J.Q. Johnson re-enters in the backfield. Triangle out wide to the right side for the receivers. Hill rolling out to his right design roll, looking to throw, fires down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Nearly making a spectacular one-handed grab was Mikael Smoot inside the 5-yard line. It was the design rollout where you had Hill rolling out to his right. Smoot was running a deep corner route towards the front right pylon. And that'll be 4th down and 10. The offense stays out there for Merrillville, which means this is 4-down territory here. And it's sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. Hill in the shotgun. J.Q. Johnson off his left tip. 5-man rusher. Hill looks over the middle. It's caught. Spinning and turning upfield. Pirouetting out of tackle is Smoot inside the 5, and he's taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st down and goal. Merrillville, they convert on 4th down and 10. And it's another Four Seasons Mechanical 1st down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. That one was good for 27 yards. They're on the 1-yard line, or correction, 2-yard line there, so 26-yard gain. Inside run there, J.Q. Johnson. He's taken down by the ankles, and he is going to be marked. Well, one official said touchdown. The official on the far sideline says the knee hit the ground prior. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1. They nearly scored on the inside handoff. Ball still split between the seams. Minute 24 left here in the half. Merrillville trying to build on a 24-3 lead. Hill under center. Clock running. Takes the snap, gives it off. It's Cameron Jordan bouncing off left tackle, and he's taken down by the ankles at the 1-yard line. And it's Jordan that time. Very similar run to the touchdown run by Johnson earlier. And now here comes 3rd and goal from the 1. Left hash now inside the final minute here. They can't stop the clock unless they throw or score here. So if you're going to get in, you're going to have to run it quickly here if you're trying to run it, so you can send your field goal team back out there. Portage gets the ball coming out of half. Inside 45 seconds left now. Hill backs out into the gun. J.Q. Johnson off his left tip. 3 receivers set. Inside run, J.Q. Johnson lowers his shoulder, and he's going to be taken down right at the 1-yard line. And they're going to keep the offense out there. 4-down territory. It's sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. 4th down and goal from the 1. Hill in the gun yet again. 22 seconds and counting. Fakes the give it. Johnson rolls out to his left, angling from the front left pylon, and he is in for the touchdown. Beautiful design play there. He faked the inside run to J.Q. Johnson, who was trying to run between the tackles. He bootlegged out to his left and walked in right by the front left pylon. And with 14 seconds left, Merrillville looks to make it 31-3. It's 30-3 as it stands. Benito Gonzalez on for the point after try. And they only had 10 guys out on the field. For Michael Hill. As Gonzalez has his extra point blocked. Play is blown dead as diving on it back at the Portage 25 was Zy Parker. So it remains 30-3 with 14 seconds left. That's the first time Gonzalez has missed the PAT this season. We'll stay here as the half's about to end. But another successful drive, though, for the Merrillville Pirates. Looking like a runaway train here in this football game. And for Michael Hill, that's his first rushing touchdown of the season. A junior quarterback who's been so good throwing the football. He's fifth in the state of Indiana in passing yards. Now has a rushing touchdown to his account here in 2025. Benito Gonzalez and the kickoff unit will take the field in a moment, and when they do, it means it's time for a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country since 1994. McClatchy and Williamson Jr., the deep men, standing on their own 5-yard line. Gonzalez kicking from left to right, tees the ball up on the left hash marks at the 40-yard line of Merrillville. Portage gets the ball coming out at half, so depending on the return, they could just take a knee and see this go to halftime. We'll see. Gonzalez backs up. Looks over the sideline for commands. Whistle blows. Readjusts his mouthpiece. Does not raise the right hand, approaches the football. Toe meets leather. He boots it towards the near sideline. Quarles will make the catch at the 21-yard line. Waits for a blockers, dances outside the numbers, and he's cut out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That was a nice job there by Merrillville's Warren Brown to shove him out of bounds. 8 seconds left here in the half. It'll be first down and 10 from the 35-yard line of Portage. Indians defense getting a hearty pep talk on that far sideline right now, nearing the tunnel they came onto the field, which is behind their sideline. A smattering of red and black in the crowd, a hearty home field advantage on this near sideline. First down and 10, left side 35-yard line. Cody Young in the gun, 2 running backs off to his hip on each side. And it looks like they will run one more play. 2 tight ends bunched with the formation on the right side. High snap play action. Young looking, going to take a shot. Down the right sideline, jump ball, and it's intercepted. Warren Brown makes the catch inside the 25. Has blockers out in front as he angles right 40. 45-50. Turns the corner inside the 45. Stutter steps and sidesteps the man at the 35, and he's finally taken down with the clock striking 0-0 at the Portage 34-yard line. Warren Brown picks up his first interception of the season, and it concludes a down. Gonzalez will take this. Ball will be spotted at the 16. This will be a 33-yard field goal from the right hash. Remember, he just had an extra point blocked as well. Gonzalez 1 for 1 on the season in field goals. It came earlier tonight in the first quarter. 30-3 the lead. Untimed down field goal to close out the half with a 30-point advantage. Snap and spot both down. Right-footed kick is blocked. And it's recovered by Portage across the 25-yard line, and that will conclude the first half. So after that dramatic interception, it turns into an unceremonious missed field goal. First miss of the season for Gonzalez, and that's now consecutive blocked kicks for the Portage field goal PAT unit. We've played 24 minutes. It's Merrillville 30, Portage 3. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking to you about all things IHSAA related. Paul, thanks for being with me. You and your colleagues are very busy. It's that time of year where you're annually in the fall on the road talking with athletic directors and finding out what's going on with the membership. How has that project gone so far?
It's gone great. It's really good for us to get out of the office and go to where our schools are at. We were employed 5 school principals and athletic directors, and had about another 75 at our meeting in Lowell, Indiana. And we kind of go over what's gone on within the association over the past year. And we really talk about everything from student leadership. A lot of our principals bring students to these meetings, and we have a session just for student development and working on some leadership traits. Talk to our champions together and officials, and topic that's on everybody's mind these days, the athletic transfers. And so there's just a whole host of things that we go over in this meeting. But we also want to listen, have the opportunity to listen to our schools and understand what they need from us helps us also.
I think it's interesting, too, that when you mentioned the one thing that's on the minds of a lot of people is this transfer situation. And, you've been involved in this for quite a while. And transfers, there have been transfers from day one, and now there's a more clear-cut way of doing it.
Yeah, there is. I mean, we changed some bylaws last year. But, everybody thinks we've been kind of absent of change. And, that since 2012, we've had 32 changes to our transfer rules. And so we've always tried to evolve and adjust, but still protect, students' ability to participate. Our concern is not only students that transfer, 92%, almost 93% receive full eligibility when we do over 3,000 transfers annually. But, we're also worried about the students who may get displaced by somebody transferring for solely athletic reasons. So we have to keep every student in mind, even ones that are not involved in the transfer process.
Well, you have transfers, you have NIL, you have this.
And understand that that's not about education first.
Right, 2 weeks until girls golf.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're in their final matches of the regular season, and tournaments will begin in 2 weeks. And it's amazing how we get to this point every year. Shortly after that, everything else we offer will begin. And I know you and I talked about earlier, but every sport is really past or almost past the halfway point of their season. It's just amazing how fast that point of the season gets here.
Speaking of how fast it goes, we're coming up on week number 4 of the high school football season, so I think that underscores it better than anything.
That's exactly right, Coach. We talk about football a little bit every week, and it's amazing that we're sitting here with week 4, and tomorrow we'll cross over the halfway, or not next week, we'll cross over the halfway mark, and it's just amazing. And teams are still figuring some thing out. We have some teams that are having the season that they expected to have, but it's what coaches do. It's help student athletes learn through sometimes adversity, but they also have to learn through success.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Commissioner, thanks so much for your time. Have a fantastic week. Be safe on the highways.
Thanks, Coach. We'll listen to you on the radio on Friday and Saturday night.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Halftime here from Merrillville, and it's 30-3 Pirates out in front of Portage. Calvin Malater reporting here from Emory Stadium, where Merrillville fans being treated to their marching band, some halftime tunes, The Temptations, and then Jackson 5 scheduled on up. And there's not much you can say. This is just absolute domination. I mean, there's been points galore for this Merrillville side today. And it's really because of a big cluster of yards. They have 5 different scoring drives in this game. Some of them more methodical than others, but most of these drives that they've scored points on, with the exception of their 20-yard field goal from Gonzalez in the first quarter, and finally that last touchdown drive from the 28-yard line onwards to end the first half, where they had the PAT blocked, where unfortunately Gonzalez had both a PAT and a field goal blocked. Merrillville's been dominating, no doubt about it, and it starts at quarterback with Michael Hill, who has been as advertised. The coaching staff coming in talked about how they believed he's the best quarterback in the area, perhaps in the entire region. He's proved it so far. He's 10 of 19 throwing the football for 166 yards and a passing touchdown. That's by our count as well. Obviously, the official stats will come out later this week once all games go final throughout the region. But he came in leading the Duneland in passing yards, 5th in the entire state of Indiana in passing yards, and he's looked really good throwing the football. He's also had some help from his running backs as well. J.Q. Johnson's been phenomenal. Several touches for him, including a rushing touchdown. And then Cameron Jordan, who's the number 2 back, but he very well be a number 1 back for a lot of schools in the Duneland Conference, perhaps in the region. 7 carries for 149 yards and a tutty as well in the first half. It's been all Merrillville all game long. They've been doing it complimentary football on both sides. Their defense as well has played really well. They've only given up 3 plays on the plus side of the field so far in the first half to Portage. That was after they had a muff punt from Curtis Walker, which gave Portage field position on the Merrillville 22. And that possession specifically, 3-yard run, followed by a 2-yard run, then a loss of 3 on a quarterback sack. Portage later settled up for a 37-yard field goal, which was good. At the time, it made it a 14-point game, in which obviously is now stretched out to a 27-point advantage. Obviously, what happened with the offseason, not ideal for any program. Him taking over during the summer, trying to salvage the season and salvage a team that lost 27 players from last year's team in total. 15 to 16 players had to make their varsity debuts in week 1, and they're kind of learning on the fly right now. And you hope that games like this build a lot of character and hopefully, kind of build a sour taste in your mouth for in the future when this team is competitive and is ready to compete in the DAC once again. They're going to remember nights like this. Let's remind you that coming up after the game, we'll have the Crowd Companies Lantern Man superhero of the game, the Crowd Companies, the insurance professionals, as well as we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And as always, we'll name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some scores from across the region. You're listening to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, my name is Mark Machnick. I'm the owner of Mark Machnick CPA firm in Highland, Indiana on Kennedy Avenue. I've been working with Region Sports for years now. Started working with Chris years ago, just on some special projects, advertising here and there. After a while, kind of increased the advertising. Mainly was doing it for the community involvement. It's such a great network and program they do with the high school sports. But as time went by, I started getting on there more frequently. And then the phone starts ringing. And I was getting calls all the time from people. Hey, I saw your ad on so-and-so football game. I saw your ad on a basketball game. And it's really helped my business. It's increased the volume. We're a tight community in Northwest Indiana, sports-wise, and just a lot of community involvement. So that's mainly why I got into it. I remember watching one game. It was a basketball game, and I think there was a little bit of an altercation And as the altercation was happening, my ad was right on the bottom, and someone typed in, "I wonder what Mark Machnick's thinking right now." And I was thinking, wow, this is awesome. It's really been a great feature for my business. It's the only advertising I do. I don't advertise anywhere else other than Region Sports. It's for the business, but mainly for the involvement with the community. I played high school baseball here in Highland, and ever since I've been advertising on Region Sports, a lot of my old coaches are now my clients. A lot of my old teammates come in here. My recommendation, if you're a business here in Northwest Indiana, I think Region Sports is, for your money, it's one of the best places that you can advertise. I mean, I can advertise on billboards. I could do anywhere I want to. And I choose Region Sports, mainly because I get a lot of feedback, especially on the high school level. A lot of the parents, if they can't make a game, they're watching it online. They're watching a replay, the grandparents. So it's done wonders for my business, and it's my go-to for advertising. It's the only spot I would advertise. So if you're a business owner in the area, really look into advertising on Region Sports. It's going to be well worth your money, and you'll make tenfold on what you're spending. Region Sports Network, they're the only game in town, but they're more than just a game.
Adrian Jackson.
Welcome back. And it's time for a scoreboard update. And it's courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. And we've got a boatload of scores to report. Travels Lake Station, and Lake Central's giving it to them right now. Lake Station up 30-15. They're midway third quarter there in Lake Station. Westside Cougars and the River Forest Ingots getting set for kickoff there. And the 6th-ranked Wheeler Bearcats on the road at Bishop Knoll. And you want to talk about an ideal start on the courtesy of Strachan Van Til. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at StrachanVanTil.com. 4.5 minutes left till the start of the second half. We'll take our last break until kickoff. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at StrachanVanTil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back. Final couple of moments before the second half begins. Merrillville on top 30-3 over the Portage Indians. Kevin Malater with you here. A couple refreshers on those halftime notes and numbers. The quarterback for Merrillville, Michael Hill, 10 of 19, throwing the football for $166 with a passing touchdown. He's also ran for a touchdown as well. It was a 1-yard scamper. Leading running back so far, Cameron Jordan, 7 carries for $149 with a rushing touchdown as well. And that rushing touchdown of his was for 58 yards. On the other side, well, Portage, a team that's been on the struggle bus all season long, has yet to depart the struggle bus. Their quarterback, Cody Young, 3 for 8, throwing the football for 22 yards, no touchdowns and interception. Williamson's carried it 12 times, and he's been really, really good so far in this one. His numbers, though, are going to look a lot worse than they will because he technically gets charged for the 21-yard loss on that bad snap because he recovered the fumble after it rolled back 21 yards. He fell on it, so he gets charged for a run of negative 21 yards, which is and no means his fault. So a tough day. So the numbers for him are going to be a little bit skewed, unfortunately, for him. Merrillville taking the field out of their locker room right behind the near sideline and their bench in this one. Portage on that far sideline all lining up. We were tracking during the warm-ups. Both kickers, Gonzalez and Portage's kicker alike, both were drilling them from 50 yards in warm-ups. Pre-game, there is light wind. If any wind, it is helping Gonzalez, who is kicking from right to left, and slightly aiding and harming the Portage kicker, who's kicking into the wind, but the wind is minimal. It's 5 miles an hour out of the south here in Merrillville. But either way, it's still a gorgeous night. We're sitting in the low 70s, perfect fall night. And you'll take this every day of the week. Third-ranked Merrillville, 1-2 on the season, but fell last week to Crown Point like every team in the region has, it feels like, over the last couple of years. Against 0-3 Portage, 0-1 after a 26-0 shutout on the road at Lake Central last week. They've yet to play a home conference game. That will change very soon, though, as next week they will take on, well, even though they play at home, it doesn't get easier, number 1 Crown Point, who I would assume would stay number 1 in our Enigenberg top 10 after this week, especially with the performance they're putting on right now. 21-0 midway third quarter against Lake Central as the second half approaches and also extends and continues. We will have scoreboard updates from across the region as this one obviously slightly out of hand, 30-3 at the break. We'll take our final break before the second half. Kickoff approaching quickly. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
We return to you from Merrillville. 30 seconds until the second half begins here on Game Night on the Region. Gavin Molater with you and our great Region Sports Network crew. Appreciate you listening, and we're enjoying your company here on this Friday night, this second Football Friday of conference play and our fourth Football Friday overall here in 2025. Portage will receive after winning the coin toss prior to the game and defer their options to the second half. The visiting Indians, wearing their traveling white jerseys with white helmets and a red stripe down the middle of the helmet and plain red pants, will move from left to right across your radio dial here in the second half. And it's Merrillville in the all-purple. Purple lids, purple jerseys, purple pants, white numbers and letters across the jerseys and the left side of the football helmets. We're all set for the kickoff, which will be from Benito Gonzalez, the place kicker, in a couple of moments. He will approach the 40-yard line shortly with Urbano Williamson and Jordan McClatchy, the two deep men, setting up shop on their own 5-yard line, awaiting the kickoff. This is big here for Portage. Must-score drive at this point the rest of the way, chasing 27, which they haven't eclipsed 21 points in a game this season. The only time they've reached double-digit points was in a 52-21 loss week 2 in their home opener against the now second-ranked Hobart Brickies. In the opener, they lost 35-7 to Hammond Morton, who we talked about, top 10 in our standings, in our rankings, I should say, rather. And the 26-0 defeat a week ago at the burial grounds against Lake Central, where, ironically, Lake Central being buried right now. So here we go. Second half is here. Gonzalez drifts back to his own 32-yard line. Ball on the left hash. We're set to go for the final 24 minutes. 30-3 our score. Gonzalez, a right-footed kicker, waits for clearance from the officials. He's been granted it. Raises the right arm, drops it, approaches the football. Right foot meets leather. It's an end-over-end kick, spiraling towards the end zone. Williamson will field it from the shade of the goal line. Starts right, angles back left, trying to cut across the field. He can across the 20, 25, 30, far sideline, 35, and he's shoved out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line by Merrillville's Antoine Jenkins, the defensive back, using his speed to cut off the angle. That'll be a good field position, though, for the Portage Indians here to start the second half. That was a Quintel kickoff. That kickoff and all kickoffs are presented this season by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, specializing in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. They're going to say, actually, that prior to being shoved out at the 40, Williamson stepped out at his own 36-yard line. Left hash mark, first down and 10 for the Indians. Cody Young in the gun. Play clock winding as he looks over to the far sideline for commands. Split back set. They move McClatchy in motion from the far sideline to the nearest man on the near sideline. Multiple men go in motion now on the offensive line. 4 seconds and counting, and before the first play of the half, Portage burns their first timeout. That feels less than ideal, so we'll step aside. 11:50 left in the third quarter, 30-3 Merrillville. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
So after Portage uses the timeout, 11:50 left here in the third quarter, and less than ideal, they use your first time out of the second half before you can start a play from scrimmage. They now have everything reset. Formation tight to the left side, split back look, Young in the gun. McClatchy goes in motion from right to left. They fake the jet sweep, option look. Young fakes the pitch, fumbles the football, and Merrillville recovers it at the 39-yard line. Pirate football, Cody Young coughs it up on the opening play from scrimmage in the second half. And the Pirates take over in prime field position. We'll wait to see the number that fell on it. It was a dog plow, that football immediately for Merrillville. They were all over it. Young faked the pitch to Ogbonna Williamson, who had the right side edge all to himself. Would have had plenty of room to pick up a first down, if not more. Faked the pitch, tried to fake out a defender. Defender didn't fall for the fake. Punches out the football with the right hand. It spirals out to the 40-yard line where Merrillville's there to recover it. So a disastrous start. It'll be now 1st and 10 Merrillville from the plus 40 as that drive comes to a screeching halt. Right hash, Michael Hill in the gun. J.Q. Johnson, sidecar right. Lewis, the tight end, tights the formation left side. 1st down and 10. Inside give, J.Q. Johnson bursts up the middle, angles out right across the numbers, 30, sidesteps the defender inside the 25, and he's finally taken down by 3 Portage defenders at the Indian 20-yard line. It's a first down, and it's sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. It's a 20-yard run there for J.Q. Johnson. It moves the sticks. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone. It's a low snap on the turf, picked up by Hill. He hands off to Johnson. Big hole on the left side, inside the 5, dancing his way all the way to the goal line, and he is taken out the 1. Flag in the backfield, though, so this is probably coming back for a hold. We will see what the first foul of our second half is, and it is a holding penalty. We'll get the official announcement, but it's already been signaled to both sidelines. Here's the call from our official.
During the run, Taylor hold on Merrillville, the 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty from the spot, so it'll be from the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 17. Line the gain is the Portage 10. Hill in the gun, hands it off. Johnson again. This time they're ready for it. He does pick up a couple as he's into the belly of the Portage defense. First guy there was Cameron Raditz, the sophomore linebacker. And it's a 2-yard pickup there for Johnson. They've found a lot of success in this drive, running between the tackles. Here's 2nd down and 15. Hill backs up, fires far sideline. It's caught on a corner route. Inside the 15-yard line goes Darnell Bowles.
Number 4, Darnell Bowles.
And it's a quality pickup there. It's a 10-yard reception there. And here comes 3rd and much more manageable. It's 3rd down and 5 from the Portage 15. High snap, Hill rolling out to his left, pressure coming, lofts it towards the far left pylon and diving for it, but unable to make a spectacular catch was J.Q. Johnson. And now let's see, 4th down and 5 from the 15. They've had a field goal blocked and a PAT blocked, not in that order. The field goal was on an untimed down to end the first half, and both times it's been the left side where the edge has been broken pretty easily. 4th down, they're going to go for it, which means it's 4-down territory, sponsored by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. And Portage just used their 2nd timeout of the half. Oh my goodness. 10:24 left, a 30-second break is here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Well, here's something you don't see every day. Portage has burned 2 timeouts in the first 96 seconds here to start the second half. As they're awaiting a 4th down and 5 play for Merrillville. It's 4th down territory, sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. Right hash from the 15-yard line. Pirates of Merrillville going right to left. Need to get to the Portage 10 to extend the drive. up 30-3. 10:24 left here in the third quarter. Hill in the gun. Johnson sidecar right. 4 receivers, twins to each side. Face mask, high snap, rolling out to his left is Hill. Dancing out of a tackle. He's behind the 25. Lost it towards the end zone. A jump ball. It's incomplete. Nearly picking it off was Reggie Gray, but it is a 4th down stop by their way. So the Indians will take over from their own 15-yard line. And after there was so much good on that drive, it stalls out in the red area for Merrillville. That was really good pressure. The pocket collapsed immediately. So Hill was forced out to his left, had to make an off-balance throw. And never really stood a chance. More closer to an interception than it was an actual completion. Fresh start here for Portage. Can't believe I'm saying this with 10:16 left, but 1 timeout left in the game. And they start from the left hash. 1st down and 10. Cody Young, the quarterback. Ogbonna Williamson Jr. off to his left tip. Man goes in motion and Faley. Inside give to Williamson. Starts up the middle, cuts out left and has a hole creasing his way across the 30, and he's finally taken down across the 45-yard line. How about Williamson? He started up the middle, put his right foot in the ground, and cut across the hash and the numbers. Sprinted down that far side before he angled back across the numbers to be taken down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 30 yards for Ogbonna Williamson Jr. It's a 1st down brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. From the 45-yard line in the gun, Young gives it off. Williamson running off right tackle. He's met in the mouth by a couple of defenders. Greg Hughes first on the scene for Merrillville after a 2-yard pickup for the featured tailback of this Portage offense. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Hughes, who is a 5'11 senior, career best game a couple weeks ago against Loyola Academy. They're out of the state of Illinois. Ball just right of center on 2nd down and 8 from the 47-yard line of Portage. Tight end moves in motion. Lob snap. Young swings it out left for Williamson behind the line of scrimmage. He makes the catch. Blockers out in front of him. He dances across the numbers outside to the 45-yard line of Merrillville. That should be enough for a 1st down, and it is. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical 1st down brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. He needed 8. He got 8 to the 44-yard line, and it's a 1st down on the little swing pass there. So all 3 plays of this drive have gone to 3 and white. 44-yard line, left hash, 1st down and 10. 2 receivers out wide to the right side. Young pulls it on the give to Williamson, takes it himself, runs it right up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. He'll get credit with a couple of yards due to forward progress and an extra push right along that left hash. And he's going to actually get 4.5 yards, all things said and done, so not terrible. After he had a first half he'd like to forget offensively. 3 for 8 throwing the football for 22 yards and a pick. He picks up 4 on that run to make it 2nd and manageable. Good news for this drive for your Portage. They're actually ahead of the sticks and not behind schedule, which has been an issue in this football game. Pistol formation for the first time in this game for Cody Young. 2 receivers split out to the wide side of the field. Inside give and having nowhere to go was Williamson again. He loses 2.5 on the play. As the pile still trying to break up as the clock hits inside 7.5 left. The ball carrier was actually Apollo Gibbs. He's the backup tailback, I should say. So Gibbs with a run for a loss of 2. That's his first carry on the game. He led the team in carries and 2nd in rushing yards. Play clock winding down inside 5 seconds. High snap, Young, design rollout on 3rd down and 7. Looking for options. Sending guys out there, throws back across his body over the flat. It's caught by Williamson inside the 30-yard line as he sprawls out to the 29. He picks up a 1st down for Portage. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical 1st down brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. So on 3rd and 7, they move the sticks. It's their first third down conversion of the ball game. They're to the plus 29 now on 1st and 10. Split between the hashes. They hand it off. Apollo Gibbs shimmies his way across the line of scrimmage for a 1.5-yard gain. We'll see the official marking. It looks like it's going to be a 1-yard gain. It will be. So now here comes 2nd down and 8. Trips off to the left. Solomon McClatchy on the near sideline. High snap. Inside give again. And putting us back to the defenders and driving forward goes Stephen Johnson, the 5'6", $165 junior tailback. Makes it 3rd down and mid-range coming up here with 5.5 to play. He actually only got about 1.5 yards there. So a 1-yard pickup sets up 3rd down and 7. They converted for the first time on 3rd down and 7 a couple of moments ago. Johnson, the tailback, off to the left tip with the quarterback Cody Young in the gun. 2 receivers split out wide beyond the left hashes. Play action look. Young in a loft on a go ball down the near sideline. 50-50 ball. It's hauled in inside the 5. Did he break the plane? Yes, sir. Jordan McClatchy, touchdown, Portage.
Complete to number 5, Jordan McClatchy, for a Portage touchdown.
Made a leaping catch at around the 4.5 yard line, and in the process of coming down with the football, stumbled his way forward, stretched out the ball. Near sideline officials said yes, it broke the plane. And with 5:06 left in the 3rd quarter, it is now 30-9, a chance to cut it to within 20 pending the PAT. And for Cody Young, just his 2nd touchdown pass of the season. A 27-yard strike there to McClatchy. High snap, spotted down. Right footed kick is a line drive, but it squeaks through to make it 30-10. 5:06 left. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
So just for the 2nd time this season, Portage's offense has broken double figures. A 27-yard strike caps off a long, methodical drive. They go 85 yards in the process of that 9-play drive, highlighted by the 27-yard touchdown catch by Jordan McClatchy. First of his senior season. He's the team's leader in receiving yards. And he's been busy tonight. That's got to feel good. Some momentum for the visitors who made the trip over from Portage. And there's a loud roar, as you can hear, when the 2 arms went up signaling touchdown from the near side official. This is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country since 1994. Walker and Jordan, the 2 deep men, back on the right far sideline part of the field inside the 10-yard line of Merrillville. 30-10, Pirates the score, 5:06 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's the first touchdown drive of the game for the visiting Portage Indians, who are looking for a miraculous comeback and, more importantly, a comeback to secure their first win of the season. Merrillville, though, other ideas, still up big, 20 points the margin of lead. High end-over-end kick. Walker takes it at the 5-yard line, sprints ahead 25-30, angles outside the numbers 40, 45-50, down the far sideline 45, and he's knocked out of bounds. A flag comes in at the end of the play as Walker was sent flying into the Portage bench. And they're going to spot him out of bounds at midfield, but we'll see what the laundry's about. Could be unnecessary roughness. We could tack on 15 more to the end of the play. But that is another quality return, though, from Curtis Walker. And we'll check the foul from our official, who have been busy tonight on the microphone.
Personal foul. That'll be in Portage. 15 yards. First down Merrillville.
So instead of starting from the 50, they'll start from the 35-yard line. After the 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty was enforced, play clock begins. First down and 10, Merrillville from the Portage 35, right hash. Michael Hill, the Jimlin leader, and top 5 in the state of Indiana passing yards, leads his unit back down to the field. He has been dominant today offensively. Offense stalled out, couldn't keep around on fourth down. As they get off to J.Q. Johnson, a burst right up the gut inside the 30, 25, and he's down at the 22-yard line of Portage. It's a first down. Brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. 13-yard run for Johnson. It was come alive here in the second half. First down and 10, 22-yard line in the line of scrimmage. Johnson, tailback about a yard, angling left from his quarterback in the gun. Two receivers split out wide to the left side. Off-centered snap given off. Johnson again between the tackles has a first down inside the 10, inside the 5. Johnson in the goal line, touchdown. J.Q. Johnson has his second rushing touchdown of the ball game. And after Portage had all the momentum with their long 9-play, 85-yard touchdown drive, 2 plays is all it takes for Marville to respond, and they lead 36-10, pending a PAT. A 22-yard run for the touchdown. And it's Johnson's first multi-rushing touchdown game of the season. Benito Gonzalez on for the extra point. Snap and spot both down. Right-footed kick is a booming one that splits the uprights. And the advantage is back out to 27 for the Merrillville Pirates. 37-10 the score, 4:31 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Welcome back. 2 plays, 35-yard drive in under a minute and a half for the Merrillville Pirates, stretching their lead back out to a game-high 27 points on top, 37-10, 4:31 to play here in the third quarter. Benito Gonzalez to kick it off for Merrillville, moving right to left. There's the lights fully glaring here at DeMary Stadium, where the Pirates have called home for quite some time. Gonzalez ready for the Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, specializing in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Gonzalez approaches, right-footed strike, line drive, angling left towards the front left pylon. Williamson will catch it. Starts right, angles back left across the near side numbers, cuts around defenders, shimmy steps his way across the 20, and he's finally dragged down on the right sideline at the 22-yard line. So not as good as a return as the last one, which brought him out to midfield. Gonzalez helping out on the kick return coverage. And so it'll be first down and 10 for Portage from their own 23-yard line. So after a long, methodical 9-play, 85-yard drive for Portage, the Indian offense back to work here. They're not near the goal mouth, which is good, after they were backed up to their own 15 to start the last drive. Cody Young leads his offense back out there. Pistol formation for Portage. 3 receivers off to the left. High snap, and it's a fumbled snap. Trying to give it off to Williamson was Young. I don't know if Williamson was supposed to take it or if Young was supposed to pull it. The ball drops on the turf. Young falls on it and just eats up the yardage. It's a loss of 6 on the play. They're back to the 17-yard line.
Second and 16.
So now from their own 17-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 16. Side court right is Ogbonna Williamson Jr. 2 receivers to the wide side, 1 man to the near side. Design rollout for Young, rolling out to his left, looking for options, throws to the perimeter. It's caught, coming back to get it. A nice grab, shimmying his way across the 25-yard line. With the catch was Keyshawn Brown. Brown's first catch of the day, 2nd catch of the season. His first one came a week ago at Lake Central. Makes it manageable. It's a 10-yard pickup for Brown. And now here comes 3rd down and 6. Left hash from the 27. Pistol formation again, play fake, lofting it over the middle. The catch is made. Flag comes in there as getting yanked to the ground by the face mask was Hunter Culp. He's near 1st down yardage. And as the referees come together, let's see, this is a big time call here. It could extend the drive for Portage. We're going to know the officiating crew tonight. We're getting very friendly with him very quickly. Right-handed turn on his mic pack has been busy.
During the run, 8 snap, 5 yards on the defense. Yes.
Face mask, and it's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. So that will move the 6 and extend the drive. Would have only been a 3-yard game, but a face mask keeps it going. So the line of scrimmage will be spotted now at the 39-yard line of Portage. Ball between the seams, 1st down and 10, 2:45, moving clock here in the 3rd quarter. 37-10, Merrillville to score. Portage has the football moving left to right. Showing blitzes the Pirates to handoff, running outside the tackles as Williamson has a burst across the 45, tiptoes the sideline, and he's near 1st down yardage, and yes, he got it. They mark him out of bounds at midfield. He needed to get to the 49 of Portage. Needed 10, got 11. It's a 4 seasons 1st down, presented by our friends at 4 Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. A ton of offensive drives in this game. After the face mask penalty extends the drive on 3rd down. Here now comes 1st and 10 from midfield. Left hash. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers out wide. Fadley, the motion man. Williamson runs it right up the gut. Bulldozes a couple of defenders as he's wrangled at the 45-yard line of Merrillville. A 5-yard pickup on 1st and 10 as he was angling towards that left sideline. Williamson has been the rock of this offense tonight and for most of the season. Team chasing 27 points, 2 minutes and counting. 2nd down and 5, 45-yard line of scrimmage. Then he gets to the Merrillville 40. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 receiver to the weak side. Handing it off and being collected and taken down behind the line of scrimmage is Williamson. Front 7 ready that time. Moore in there, Freeman in there. First 2, a couple of bodies as well join the party. It's a 2-yard loss for Williamson and brings up 3rd down and long. They converted twice on 3rd and 7 in their last drive, which was a 9-play, 85-yard drive where they scored a touchdown on a 27-yard pass to Jordan McClatchy. Final 70 seconds of the third quarter approaching. Third down and long. Shotgun snap, face mask high for Young. Looking left, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. There is a flag thrown at the spot of where the football was. It looked like Keyshawn Brown was trying to cut inside on a little post route, and the defender wouldn't give him the angle inside. It's going to be defensive holding is what they've signaled. We'll obviously wait for the official call. And the spot of the penalty, by the way, was a first down, so we'll see.
We'll have holding on Merrillville.
It is a first down.
10 yards. I'll make it first down.
So defensive holding, it's the second penalty that extends the drive on third down here for Merrillville. So it's a unceremonious Four Seasons Mechanical first down. And it moves the line of scrimmage to the plus 37 for Portage. Long sustained drives here is what they're looking for. And they're certainly getting it here in the second half. 3 receivers set, 2 out to the right. Young on a quarterback keeper running off right tackle. Sidesteps the defender as he plows his way forward inside the 30. Pyle's going to push him all the way down to the 26-yard line of Merrillville. It's enough for another Four Seasons Mechanical first down. Brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. That was a gutsy run there by the quarterback. 11 yards, moves the sticks yet again. 51 seconds. Clock stops now. Will restart upon the signal from the referee. Inside 45 seconds left in the quarter, so Merrillville, or Portage, I beg your pardon, want at least 1 to 2 more plays before the end of the half, or a quarter. Inside run, Jamari Duff, who's the backup quarterback, trying to bounce it off left tackle, and he can't. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. Edge was set well there. Keith Edwards on the tackle.
Tackled by number 1, Warren Brown.
Warren Brown came in late as well for the stop. Jamari Duff, who's a senior who made his first career start at the varsity level last week against Lake Central at quarterback. He's came in as a tight end in a couple formations. He's now ran the ball here. And with 4 seconds left in the quarter, I don't believe Portage will be able to get it one more playoff. They do actually as the clock strikes 0-0. Young looking, fires deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 10-yard line. Keyshawn Brown on a deep post route. Splits between 2 defenders, and he's taken down at the 9-yard line. It's another Four Seasons Mechanical first down, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialist. We played 3. The score, Merrillville 37, Portage 10, but Portage knocking on the doorstep. They're in the red area. When you come back, you're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Portage in the shadow of the end zone right now on the offensive side. It'll be first down and goal from the 9-yard line after Cody Young connects with Keyshawn Brown for his second catch of the drive for a 19-yard pickup. Beautiful design there. Started outside the left numbers. Split between 2 defenders, angling right. He caught it between the seams. First and goal from the 9. Young will give it off. Williamson shakes off a tackle, running right side, headed for the front right pylon, extends his forearm out across the goal line and is in for a touchdown. Bono Williamson, who's been doing it all night long for Portage, finally has his first rushing touchdown of the season. And the Indians not done yet. It's 37-16, 8 seconds into this fourth quarter. Pending a PAT, they could be back within 20 points in a moment. A 9-yard run for Williamson, who threw a stiff arm, and as he was being taken down to the ground, reached out his right arm, and his forearm hits the goal line, ball across the purple pay dirt, and it's good for 6. So here comes the point after try. It'll be Tyler Gianguilo. Snap and spot both down. It's a low kick. May have been deflected. And it is no good. Wide left. I don't know if it was blocked or if it was just shanked, but either way, the extra point no good. So that's now 2 missed PATs in this one. And the score remains 37-16, 11:52 to go. We'll stay here, and we'd like to remind you to make sure to stay connected with us and all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. How about that drive? That's now following the opening play fumble to start the second half. That's now consecutive touchdown drives and methodical touchdown drives as well for Portage. So, hey, some signs of life for an offense that showed no signs of life coming into tonight. And a team that averages 9.3 points a game, entering week 4 competition, now has 16 points on the board, their second most this season. That was an 11-play, 77-yard drive. And took up a bulk of the fourth quarter as well as, or third quarter, as well as the first 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. This is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country since 1994. Portage moves from right to left here across your radio dial in the fourth quarter, kicking it away to Curtis Walker and Cameron Jordan, the 2 deep men. Right-footed kick in the air, spiraling in over end. It'll be Cameron Jordan who fields it from inside his 5. Running that right sideline, makes a cut, angles left, and he's taken down across the 30-yard line, just outside the hash. A solid return, and a flag comes in late, and it's going to be on Portage. A lot of chit-chatting as a couple players from Portage were blocked into the Merrillville sideline, and a flag was thrown as Reggie Gray was exiting the sideline, and the near side official pointing right at Reggie Gray as he throws the flag. So based off reading the body language of everyone, I would assume that this is going to be a personal foul on Portage. Obviously, I'm not the one down there between the lines making the calls wearing the zebra stripes. So we'll wait and see for the official announcement in a moment coming from our IHSAA officiating crew. They've been kept busy tonight for sure. They've done a great job though all game long.
You're going to have a dead ball foul. That'll be on Portage. Unsportsmanlike at 15 yards in the end of the run. First down, Merrillville.
So the line of scrimmage was supposed to be the Merrillville 31. It's now going to be the Merrillville 46. So once again, ideal starting field position here for Merrillville. That's been the key to the success tonight. You go back, plus 45, the 50. Their only bad field position was when they started on their own 10. They go hurry up here, sprint to the line of scrimmage. First down and 10, right hash from their own 46. Hill in the gun. Trips off to the left. High, wild snap. Hill struggles to fall on it. He collects it inside his own 40. And it's a loss, one of the first major losses of the game for Merrillville. They're going to spot it at the minus 38. That is not what you're looking for after your ideal field position. A Loss of 8 on the play. Here's second down and 17. Once again, J.Q. Johnson makes a big chunk of that fumbled snap as he runs right up the gut to the 49-yard line of Merrillville. And he makes it third and manageable. J.Q. Johnson has been great tonight. It's a 10-yard pickup for Johnson, and now here comes third down and 7. From the wrong side of the 49, Hill in the gun, trips off to the left. Shotgun snap, takes it, looking to throw. Launches it between the seams, and it's dropped. Mikel Smoot started running before he secured it. And Merrillville is forced to bring out the punt unit. Smoot was inside the Portage 40 on a great 10-yard crossing route. And coaches and wide receiver coaches, I'm sure Connor Buxton and Cam Mitchell are going to bring Mikel back to the sideline and say, hey, ball first, then start running. That is just the first 3 and out of the game for Merrillville. Darian Wiggins drives it down the right sideline, and it trickles out of bounds inside the Portage 15-yard line. So the Indians will be backed up, but hey, positive momentum forming here for a team that, since a fumble on the opening snap of the second half where they lost it, has 2 touchdown drives of 20 plays. And in those drives, they have combined for 162 yards of offense. They'll start from their own 11-yard line here on their 4th drive of the second half. 10:32 left in the 4th quarter. It's Merrillville 37, Portage 16. Believe it or not, somehow, the Indians have won this second half in a big way, even if the scoreboard doesn't show it. Long, sustained, successful drives is key to building up a team that is more so retooling than rebuilding. However, obviously with all the commotion in the offseason, both could qualify. Fumbled snap. It hits the turf. Did Williamson fall on it in time? No, he did not. Merrillville recovers it. So after all the good in this second half and in this 3rd and 4th quarter specifically for Portage, another fumbled snap for the Indians results in yet a number takeaway defensively for Merrillville. And they'll start in prime field position. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Man, oh man, that's now 2 opening drive fumble snaps on the opening play of a drive, I beg your pardon. And now, let's see if Merrillville can break out the dagger here. Already up 21, 10 and a half left. Any chance really for Portage to come back would have needed a touchdown on that drive. They now need to find a turnover of their own. They've generated 1 off a fumbled snap way back in the 1st quarter from Curtis Walker. Hill in the gun, J.Q. Johnson sidecar right, only 3 receivers set, 2 to the left side. Johnson twitches to the left hip, takes a shotgun snap. No, he doesn't. Pulling it is Hill, sprints off left tackle, right up the gut, and he's in. It's another rushing touchdown for Michael Hill, his 2nd of the game. And there is the dagger with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left. 43-16, Merrillville out in front. PAT coming up for the Pirates. Everyone in the building, myself included, thought J.Q. Johnson had the football. It was a beautiful fake from Michael Hill, his 2nd great design fake handoff of the game. And he watched the entire defense collapse. He ran it right between the seams to make it 43-16. Extra point on the way from Benito Gonzalez is through the uprights. It's Merrillville 44, Portage 16. 10:20 left in regulation time. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Welcome back. So 1 play after the fumbled snap, which had nothing to do with the quarterback in Cody Young of Portage, mainly on the center, Kyle Gata. Michael capitalized it with a 7-yard quarterback keeper for his second rushing touchdown of the ballgame. He's been great, so is Merrillville. They're up 44-16, 10-20 left here in the fourth quarter. As Benito Gonzalez and the special teams unit for Merrillville trots down the field, we'd like to remind you that this is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated, handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country since 1994. McClatchy and Williamson Jr., the deep men. Standing back inside their own 5-yard line. Gonzalez approaches the football, placed on the 40-yard line, the right hash, as right foot slams it through. That'll be McClatchy, who comes up to the 10-yard line, waits for blockers to set up as he heads right across that right hash mark, cuts it upfield across the 25-30, 35 as he stiff arms the man, still on his feet at the 40, changes direction, heads back left, 45-50, blockers out in front of the 45, 40, and he's finally dragged down at the Merrillville 37-yard line. McClatchy, a heck of a run.
Kickoff return.
53 yards for McClatchy. He was all the way on that far side in front of his bench. Literally stopped both his feet, let two defenders fly by, then headed south right towards the Merrillville sideline where he had blockers out in front and allowed him to get an extra 20 to 25 yards. We're actually going to spot it at the 37.5, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt in that long return. Left hash mark, first down and 10, 10:04 left. Plus territory here for Portage. Cody Young in the shotgun. Williamson motion out to trips off to the left now. Lob snap, Young, pressure coming, he's going to go down. Sacked by Karan Moore at the 45-yard line of Portage. He stood no chance. That snap wasn't good as well. It just hung up and fluttered in the air. And by the time Young was able to collect it, Karan Moore was already on top of him and beginning his bear hug to bring him down. It's a loss of 8 on the play. And now here comes second down and a mile from the plus 46. High snap design route. Cody Young to his right, trips off that way, checks it down underneath. It's Williamson. Makes one man miss as he slides underneath another defender. He's inside the 35 on those right side numbers. To about the 32, 33-yard line of Merrillville. It's third down and manageable now. $13-yard pickup there for Williamson on the simple check down. It'll be third down and 5. Big here, likely 4-down territory if you're thinking of your Portage. They do have a good field goal kicker though as well. Young, shotgun. Williamson motion out to his right, twins off to each side now. High snap, Young collects, lofts it down the right side, and wide open man inside the 10 and sliding and making a spectacular catch inside the 8-yard line was guess who? Obana Williamson Jr. yet again. He was a motion man on a wheel route on that far sideline, beat two defenders and makes a great sliding catch at the 8-yard line. It's a Four Seasons first down presented by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your heating and air conditioning specialists. That's now 2 spectacular catches for Williamson. Split backs here on first and goal from the 8. Right hash, Young gives it off. Apollo Gibbs shimmies off a couple tacklers and gets inside the 5 before a horde of Pirates were there to knock him down at the 4. By the way, that Young pass to the far sideline for Williamson was good for 25 yards. That was good for 4 yards there for Gibbs on that last run. Second down and 4, 7:43 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Portage trailing 44-16. Split back look again. Cody Young, the starting quarterback, in the gun. Only one receiver on the play. Young gives it off to Hunter Cole, the tight end, who's wrangled down behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. It's an interesting design there. You don't have either Williamson or Gibbs getting the call there, and it backfires. So now here comes 3rd down and goal from the 5. Given the margin on the scoreboard, I'll say it, this is 4 down territory here. We'll wait for official confirmation. They're on the 5-yard line. This is 3rd down and goal, mind you. 7 minutes and counting running clock. High snap, give it off. Ogbonna Williamson cuts it back right, and he walks right into the end zone. Touchdown, Portage. Ogbonna Williamson's got his 2nd tutty of the day. Both of them on the ground. Great design, running inside right tackle where he found a hole, and there was no purple shirts in the area. It's a 5-yard score for his 2nd run of the game. That finds the pay dirt, and it's a 22-point game pending the PAT. And for Williamson, who's been their leading back all year, came in with 0 rushing touchdowns into the night. Now will leave Merrillville with at least 2. Extra point coming here from Tyler Gianguilo. Right-footed kicker. High snap collected. That ball deflected at the line of scrimmage, but it sneaks around the left upright and through. 44-23, Merrillville out in front. 3rd touchdown drive of the 2nd half for Portage. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. A 6-play, 37-yard touchdown drive for the Portage Indians. Capped off by Ogbonna Williamson Jr.'s 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. 6:52 left in the 4th quarter, 44-23. The very least, Portage making this respectable. And keep in mind as well now, with that last rushing touchdown, they now have a season high in points tonight with 23. So, the little things, right? That's the positive takeaways you can take away here if you're Portage. This is a Quintel kickoff. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated. Quintel Incorporated handling the jobs of all sides throughout the country since 1994. It's a line drive kick headed towards the front left pylon, and Cameron Jordan eases up on it and watches it hit the purple turf for a touchback. So it'll be 1st down and 10, Merrillville from their own 20-yard line. And with that, let's get you a scoreboard update from some scores here in the region. And we make sure to let you know that tonight's scoreboard update is courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Number 1, Crown Point, dominant as always. They defeated Lake Central on the road 42-0. 10th ranked Griffith, dominant over Boone Grove 49-0. Hobart beats Kankakee Valley on the road 40-7. Hobart 2nd on our Enigenberg top 10 standings. Lowell, this game just went final a couple moments ago. Lowell Red Devils, 8th ranked in our regional standings, defeats Hanover Central 35-20. So valued effort there. Michigan City on top, 27-21 over Valpo. They're in the 4th quarter there at Viking Field. Meanwhile, here in Merrillville, 1st and 10 from the Pirates' 20-yard line. J.Q. Johnson takes an inside handoff, lowers his shoulder, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's all the way out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. So an 8-yard pickup there on 1st down and 10. That would be huge, by the way, for Michigan City if they're able to find a way to pick up a road win there in the fourth quarter. That's a good one. That's also available here to watch on the Region Sports Network. Byron Central upsets Morden 34-17. So the 9th-ranked team in our standings goes down for the second time this season. Here's 2nd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Williamson running off right tackle, escapes a couple of tacklers around the edge of the 35-40, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 43-yard line. There's a flag that comes in at the end of the play as well. So as it stands, it's a 15-yard run with an opportunity to extend the lead. Once again, that was a scoreboard update courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Strachan Van Til. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at strachanvantil.com. Either way, regardless of the marker, that play was good enough for a first down, and that first down is brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists.
We have a personal foul. It'll be on Portage. 15 yards, first down.
Unnecessary roughness, we'd assume, is the personal foul. No description given at this rate. So we'll wait and see. And now moves the line of scrimmage all the way up to the Portage 39-yard line. Rye Hash, it's first down and 10, 6:06 left. Marville with the football up 44-23. Michael Hill in the gun. J.Q. Johnson is leading running back off to his left hip. Hill pulls the ball from Johnson, has a crease on the left side, throws a stiff arm and puts a defender in the ground. 35, angles left and leaps out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. They rule him out at the Portage 31. 9-yard carry there for the quarterback, who has 2 rushes himself. Inside the final 6 minutes of regulation time. They're out to a big lead, seeking and closing in on what will be their first win in conference play here in 2025. Same formation as the last one. Receivers tied to the formation left side. 2nd down and 1. Inside run, J.Q. Johnson, inside left tackle, has the first down inside the 25, and he's finally gang tackled out of bounds. Out around the 23-yard line or so of Portage. It's enough for another Four Seasons Mechanical first down. Brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. Visit them on the web at fourseasonsmechanical.com. Line of scrimmage that time was the 31. He gets inside the 23, so it's an 8-yard run there for JQ. He's been putting in the work all day, so has this offensive line. 1st and 10, left hash, 23-yard line of scrimmage of Portage. Another run. It's Johnson, and he'll be tackled down behind the line of scrimmage. He was trying to find the edge on that left side. No answers were there. Nice job by Ryan McClelland and Shane Hill, the 2 veteran defensive tackle and end pieces for Portage, combining for the 1-yard loss. And for Merrillville, schedule doesn't get any easier for what it looks like now based off the way Michigan City's been playing. They travel to City next week. It's a good get-right game for them. 2nd down, 11, shotgun snap. Hill looks at the throw, checks it down underneath, and getting pile-drived into the ground was Lewis, the tight end, on a simple check down. It's going to be a loss of a couple of yards there. Rynell Lewis looks like he was participating on the receiving end of a WWE SmackDown type hit right there. He loses 2 yards on a forward pass. So now here comes 3rd down and 13. Split between the seams on the Portage 26. Trips off to the right of the formation for Michael Hill, who's in the gun. Cameron Jordan, the featured tailback, sent out in motion on that right side. They'll swing it out to Jordan. Blockers out in front, who makes the catch inside the 30. 25-20, cuts it back on that right side numbers, and he's down inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line. It's not enough for first down yardage, but it'll make it 4th and manageable. Let's see what Merrillville likes to do here. It's a 8-yard pickup And let's see, the offense doesn't come out there, which means this is 4-down territory. And it's sponsored by our friends at Four Seasons Mechanical in Merrillville. We're Northwest Indiana Heating and Air Conditioning Specialists. They need 5 on 4th down from the Portage 18-yard line. Trips out to the left. And Portage will burn their final timeout of the football game. 3:41 left in the fourth quarter. 44-23 Merrillville out in front. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So fresh off their final timeout of the night, here comes 4th down and 5 for Merrillville after Portage burns it from the 18-yard line. Man goes in motion, 5 receivers set. Hill flushed out to his left, trying to make something out of nothing. Outside the left side numbers, throws on the run and backpedaling, and he will make a spectacular catch on the back shoulder fade. Was the newly entered Charles Standifer. It's a turnover on downs with 3:32 left in the fourth quarter. It was the only incompletion on that entire drive for Merrillville. And they stall out in the red area for the second time. It's the second time they've failed to convert on 4th down in the red zone in this football game. And now sets up 1st down and 10 for Portage on their own 18-yard line. Ball will be on the right hash. Cody Young barking the commands, pistol formation here. Inside run, Williamson, he's dragged down behind the line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line, trying to find the edge on that left side, and he couldn't. Good backside pursuit that time from Stanley Freeman and Damian Jones. Starters still out there for both sides, as it's 44-23 Merrillville with 3:10 to play and counting. That was a loss of 3 for Williamson on the play. So here's 2nd down and 13 from their own 15-yard line. Williamson motions out to that left side. Shotgun snap, Young forced out of the pocket. Flag on the play as he throws on the run. Coming back to make the catch along the sticks is McClatchy. He's inside or across the 30, but this is coming back. This is a holding penalty, so it'll wipe what would be a 15-yard completion off the board. So now they'll be backed up even further. It's the exact opposite of what you want.
The call is a holding. Again, Portage, half the distance to the goal, down to 7.
So it'll still be 2nd down. And it'll be 2nd down and a mile. Line of scrimmage is now the Portage 7-yard line. They have unconventionally gone backwards on every play. It's now 2nd down and 20. They need to get to their own 27-yard line to extend the drive. They got 2 plays to do it. Split back look. Young shotgun 4 yards behind receiver. Pressure comes immediately as he gives it off. Williamson right up the gut. And he's wrestled down at the 20-yard line.
Number 3, Williamson.
Good pickup there. 13 yards for Williamson. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 here. Or even less than that, I should say. They're going to give him extra yards as well. 3rd down and 8 now following the 13-yard carry. inside the final 2 minutes in the football game. Split back look again. Handoff Williamson trying to find a crease, none there, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss. And Cody Young and Anthony Klimczak will bring out the punt team, and that will likely do it inside the final 90 seconds of this football game. They are 3 knees away now from securing their second win of the season, their first in conference play. And what a day it has been for this Merrillville team. 44-23 the score. Walker, the deep man, standing on midfield, races back inside the 45, and watch this one drive out of bounds on that far sideline. And we'll check where the spot will be. It will be the 43-yard line of Merrillville. So, not the day that Portage wanted, obviously, end result, but so many positives to take away here from this second half. And shout out to Obama Williamson Jr., who has been sensational. You can see why this team loves that young man with the heart he's played tonight. Likely up for an award post-game. Make sure to stay with us for the conclusion of this one for our 3 post-game awards, as well as some notes and nuggets, and we'll get you prepared for football action next week before, obviously, the full recap show coming up later tonight on the Region Sports Network. Once every game across the region goes final. 71 seconds, beg your pardon. Misread the scoreboard for a second. Left in this one. And Merrillville lines up in victory formation, leading by 21 points.
This game should have been a blowout.
Now there's the first knee. Portage, mind you, has burned all 3 timeouts. They're yelling to start the clock. So it's technically a 2-yard loss. 2 more snaps in. It's all but done. Michael Hill under center, takes the snap, steps back 2 yards, drops the right knee into the turf. And that's all about it. They'll have to snap it one more time before this can go final. So it'll be 3rd down and long. Merrillville came to play tonight, no doubt about it. They talked about how in years past, when they've been heavily favored over Portage, they've struggled against the Indians. Tonight, not the case. Hill takes the snap, drops his right knee into the turf, and that will do it. Merrillville will get back to 500 on this 2025 season. And will pick up their first win in Duneland Conference play. Portage falls to 0-4, 0-2 in Duneland Conference play. 2 seconds, the players come to me at midfield. The handshake line has begun as the clock finally strikes 0-0 here in Merrillville. Pirates win it 44-23. We'll step aside for our final break of the night and our post-game show coming up next. Make sure to stay tuned with us. You're listening to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, my name is Mark Machnick. I'm the owner of Mark Machnick CPA firm in Highland, Indiana on Kennedy Avenue. I've been working with Region Sports for years now. Started working with Chris years ago, just on some special projects, advertising here and there. After a while, kind of increased the advertising. Mainly was doing it for the community involvement. It's such a great network and program they do with the high school sports. But as time went by, I started getting on there more frequently. And then the phone starts ringing. And I was getting calls all the time from people. Hey, I saw your ad on so-and-so football game. I saw your ad on a basketball game. And it's really helped my business. It's increased the volume. We're a tight community in Northwest Indiana, sports-wise, and just a lot of community involvement. So that's mainly why I got into it. I remember watching one game. It was a basketball game, and I think there was a little bit of an altercation And as the altercation was happening, my ad was right on the bottom, and someone typed in, "I wonder what Mark Machnick's thinking right now." And I was thinking, wow, this is awesome. It's really been a great feature for my business. It's the only advertising I do. I don't advertise anywhere else other than Region Sports. You know, it's for the business, but mainly for the involvement with the community. I played high school baseball here in Highland, and ever since I've been advertising on Region Sports, a lot of my old coaches are now my clients. A lot of my old teammates come in here. My recommendation, if you're a business here in Northwest Indiana, I think Region Sports is, for your money, it's one of the best places that you can advertise. I mean, I can advertise on billboards. I could do anywhere I want to. And I choose Region Sports, mainly because I get a lot of feedback, you know, especially on the high school level. A lot of the parents, if they can't make a game, they're watching it online. They're watching a replay, the grandparents. So it's done wonders for my business, and it's my go-to for advertising. It's the only spot I would advertise. So if you're a business owner in the area, really look into advertising on Region Sports. It's going to be well worth your money, and you'll make tenfold on what you're spending. Region Sports Network, they're the only game in town, but they're more than just a game.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town, and boy, oh boy, what a day it was here for the Merrillville Pirates. 44-23, the final, and it's time to name the Crowd Companies Landryman Superhero of the Game. Crowd Companies, the insurance professionals, and the Crowd Companies Landryman Superhero of the Game tonight was Michael Hill, the quarterback of Merrillville. What a game he had. 13 of 25, throwing the football for 182 yards, 1 passing touchdown. Not to mention, he also ran for 2 touchdowns himself. What a game he had. He came in as the Duneland leader and 5th in the state of Indiana in passing yards. Those numbers always increase. He had a career-high 387 passing yards a week ago at Crown Point. Obviously, different numbers because the run game was so good with J.Q. Johnson, Cameron Johnson, and Hill himself, but still 182 yards throwing the football. Nothing to scoff at whatsoever. And obviously all these numbers we're giving right now unofficial until they're confirmed later by official stat keepers early next week. And obviously we'll post our stat leaders on our social media pages and all social media feeds for you to enjoy and dissect. Now it's time for the Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And the Blue Collar Player of the Game tonight was Obana Williamson Jr. Man, oh man, he was busy tonight. 19 carries. He's going to finish, by the way, with over 100 yards of total offense, which includes his first 2 rushing touchdowns of the season. He leads the team in rushing yards this year, led the team in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns last season. He was everywhere, and he was the catalyst of a really dominant second-half offensive performance for Portage. Even if the numbers may not look like it, they had 3 touchdown drives. 2 of them were scored by number 3 wearing a white jersey tonight. He was our blue-collar player of the game tonight. And it's now time to name the Proud Union Home Player of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. And our play of the game tonight, presented by Ironworkers Local 395, was the 58-yard touchdown jet sweep for Cameron Jordan. It was Jordan's first and only touchdown of the night, but it was a beauty from the minus side of the field of 42 on a simple sweep out to the left side. Motion from right to left and then dashed his way down the near sideline all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. For Jordan, that was his first rushing touchdown this season, third touchdown overall. He had 2 receiving touchdowns entering the night, both of those coming in the season opener against Andran. That was tonight's Ironworkers 395 play of the game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395, Union Strong. Looking ahead here for Merrillville, they're now 2-2, 1-1 in Duneland play. They're back in action next Friday night. Doesn't get any easier though. Michigan City has played great. We'll try to get you a brief scoreboard update right here before we sign off in the Michigan City-Valpo game. Michigan City was up in that fourth quarter on the road at Valparaiso at Viking Field. That was a big-time matchup between those two sides. And finally, we'll let you know that all scoreboard updates are presented by Strack and Van Til, your local Strack and Van Til. Make sure you can shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at trackandvantil.com. And that game just went final. Michigan City takes the road win over Valparaiso. That's 7th-ranked Michigan City 27, 5th-ranked Valparaiso 21. So Valpo now falls to 1-3, 1-1 in Duneland. Michigan City surprising a lot of people now in the deck, and rightfully so. What a job that team has done. They were so good at home, but the question was, can they convert it to a victory on the road? And they certainly have now. Michigan City 2-0 in the Duneland Conference. They joined Crown Point as the only other 2-0 team. Valpo falls to 1-1. So Merrillville is going to have their hands full next week. A tough road battle at Michigan City. Portage now 0-4, 0-2 in Duneland. They're going to be tied for the bottom of the league standings after tonight. And unfortunately for them, in a year where there's already so much struggles and just so much adversity that this program has to face, obviously with everything that happened this offseason, you feel for this program, you feel for the coaching staff, you feel for these young men out there. They get to play their first home conference game of the season against, we would assume, would still be number 1 Crown Point after all things said and done. Crown Point, by the way, who absolutely bulldozed Lake Central on the road. 42-0 was the final score tonight, and that's not going to be any easier. And make sure, not just tonight, but each and every week, you can follow all of tonight's region football scores live on the Hometown Scoreboard, streaming on youtube.com/Region Sports, facebook.com/Region Sports, and regionsports.com, courtesy of your neighborhood Strack and Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. So that's the look ahead for these two sides. Going to be a fun next week of Friday Night Football, as it always is, in the Duneland Conference. Special thanks to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, our sales manager, Heather Ames, our coordinating producer, Zach Miller, our sports director, Mike Dewan, our producer, Riley Doyle. I got it right. Apparently, people have been getting that wrong, I've learned off air, so I'm glad to get that right for Riley. He did a great job on the 1s and 2s all night long. Special thanks to the coaches of each team, Tony Klimzak, Brad Cease of each program, athletic directors, Amy Beckham and Brett St. Germain, for